He said they should give him the power to deliver. But the year is coming to an end, and Joe Boakai is unable to deliver nothing. Joe Boakai made a lot of promises during his campaign, and that pastor was not there. He came out and said he will create more jobs. He came out and said he will fight Kush. He said they should give him the power to deliver. But the year is coming to an end, and Joe Boakai is unable to deliver nothing for the Liberian people. So what did he do? He brought in a pastor to come and bamboozle the mind of the Liberian people by bringing in a prosperity gospel pastor who will give the people hope that there will be financial wealth, there will be financial prosperity. But he's wrong. Joe Boakai has failed. He failed to deliver. And the only option he has is to bring a pastor to come and pray for the people. To come and pray for the people. So Boakai has not been able to deliver nothing for the entire year. What do you think the pastor will do? Because he knows the Liberian people are weak when it comes to Christianity. And Christianity, they will use it against them. So that's what he did. He brought the pastor in to show to the Liberian people that, oh, I'm bringing the guy in, he will come and pray for us. But Joe Boakai is deceiving the people because he has failed. He has failed. There are pastors in Liberia. So why Joe Boakai cannot bring a Liberian pastor to pray? Because many of the Liberian pastors are not into gospel prosperity preaching. The Nigerians are known for gospel prosperity preaching. That is why he decided to bring that guy in. The man is a failure. Joe Boakai is a failure. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has promised. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has said that he has delivered upon. Even his national development agenda that's supposed to drive the arrest, he is yet to even complete the draft copy of that. Am I lying here again? A new finance minister came out and said, we will draft the national development agenda. But now it should have been up for people to start looking at. This old man sat down for 6 years for Jesus Christ's sake. And he was not able to read one page of his national development agenda. Nothing. Nothing. He is a very incompetent old man that only got elected because people see his age. But his age means nothing. His age only telling you that he only existing among us as one of the oldest person. But there's nothing in his brain. Absolutely nothing. The old man is president today, and our country IQ has gone below standard. Everything that Joe Boakai touches, it dies. LPMC is not existing today. The Liberal Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank is not existing today. The YNCA he served on is not existing today. LPRC nearly died, but Amos Sawyer had to fire him. That's the kind of man you're dealing with there today. In the midst of this year, he's unable to deliver the promises he made. He had to come back and even begging the military. The weird men that he used to overlook. We are not dead. We are not that. We are meeting the payment structure. They came in and started to just get rid of people here and there. He had traveled to all the other workshops. There are other countries that are striking deal. Cote d'Ivoire is building a super high train or railroad system. All these people that went to the different workshops in America here. You've seen the result now in the different African countries. They are signing documentations. But Liberia is yet to receive one thank you letter for showing up. Because they know the pape they call Joe Boakai, he work for them. He work for them. The people made a super mistake. Never see an old man and think that he knows it all. He knows nothing. Very incompetent old man. The thing is going into the 3rd week now. And the Boakai man just sitting down over there. I mean, what wrong with the old man, man? What wrong with the old man? People that voted for the old man, were they in their right mind? This old man is very incompetent. Joseph Boakai, throughout his life, never got to any position by means of election. Joseph Boakai had been in all the different roles. People brag about him by appointment. And nothing productive he did in no appointment roles. So he had no idea about leadership. Because he did not succeed in a role. He failed. He became a failure. So as far as Joseph Boakai recognizing any activity that has a higher risk of creating a stall in a process, Mr. Boakai does not understand these things. Because he never served in any leadership role. Minister of Agriculture, he failed. He had no proven record, no trial record. Nobody can relate to Joe Boakai's record. Nobody. He failed. Resident Managing Director, nobody know his story. He failed. Even before Ellen called him to be vice president, he was over the YMCA. He failed. Yeah, my brother, I see the video here. I see the video here. He failed. All right? He failed. So there's nothing the old man can do. Y'all see Joe Boakai failure. It's right before your eyes right now. Before he used to talk, you used to see him from a far distance. But Joe Boakai is right before your face now. That old man got no idea about leading. I'm sorry that some of you guys will feel that, oh, you're not respecting. No, I'm not insulting the old man here. I'm just telling you about the old man incapability. All right? Lack of capability, lack of experience, lack of quality. He has nothing that lead to leadership. I know some of you guys will respect the old man just by looking at his old age. But we have to first separate Joe Boakai's age from his leadership. His age, we respect his age. But as far as being a leader of the country called Liberia or any country, this old man has no skills, nothing whatsoever. I'm not lying to you guys. Can you imagine the mental office since January, man? Not a single report has come out from Joe Boakai. Not a single report. So say, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Joe Boakai, National Development Plan. That you myself can look into and say, yes, the public can see you now talking about this. Nothing has been given to Joe Boakai. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. The year is coming to an end. The old man has nothing to show. Una his age. It was a mistake. Let Joe Boakai come on and tell us, look, guys, I failed you guys for the year. Will he ever admit to that? Nothing. You are looking at a defeated and incompetent old man. The old man taking almost 365 days. I mean, this year's a leap year. 366 days to figure out what he really want to do. But this is an old man who sat down for 6 years and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now he president, he got no clue. He doesn't even know where to start. But he had wasted a lot of money though. He came to Dallas here, said he came to attend some kind of investment workshop. We are yet to see anything in Liberia. Nothing. So then why he came here? Why did he come here for? And not too long after he returned, he went to South Korea. What did he do? Nothing. Jabba holding a holiday, taping a holiday. Who the hell care for Joe Boakai taping a holiday? Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, That's why he is being used by incompetent guys that direct dealer, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guys that direct dealer, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. People are so happy to celebrate his birthday with you guys. But here is the catch. I told you guys that Joseph Boakai age meant nothing for you, right? So he celebrated all his birthdays in the past based on the 42-year experience they have been talking about. That's good. You see, God did not make mistake with Joe Boakai. God knew that Joe Boakai is a failure. So what did he do? He put Joe Boakai birth month at the very end of the year. So putting things into context right now, Joe Boakai took office in January. There are 365 days in a year, but this year it is 366 days. So Joe Boakai took office in January. Today, we are around 312 days since Joe Boakai took office. And the only thing that this incompetent and good for nothing old man can show to you guys is his birthday. He has added another age to his age, but nothing he has shown for you guys since he became president. You see the reality? God did not make mistake with Joe Boakai. That man was born in November, and November 28. A few steps into the new month, and then the year end. This man, since he took office, today is 312 days. The only thing Joe Boakai supporter can show you is the picture of his birthday. Is that what Joe Boakai campaigned for? Did you hear Joe Boakai say, oh, when you elect me, I will show you picture of my birthday? That's not what the people signed up for. But this old man is nothing. I keep telling you guys, Joseph Boakai is nothing. This old man was a mistake. The Liberian people that voted for the old man, they are regretting now, folks. They are regretting. And you know what they're doing? They got nothing to do. They keep adding all their lies together. Joe Boakai took office in January. What happened after that? Well, Mr. Boakai started fighting the Liberian people. But this was the man who said you are going to create more jobs. This is the man who said, oh, Jeremy, you know what? Job, we are then took your job from you. They said they harmonizing salary. If you make it $200, somebody get it one to you, you go borrow money. How you pay the bank back? And when he came to power, what did he do? He started to fire people around. EPS officer, civil servant, individual who been there even before Joe Boakai and Eddie became president. He got rid of all of them. The next thing you know, he started bringing in old bosses then from how they call the place, from Ghana. The bosses went back. He brought in yellow machine. Nobody know what a yellow machine is. He got ready. He said, oh, gentlemen, we're heading down to Texas. We're heading down to Texas, gentlemen. We're on our way. And the people started firing up. They came back. Few weeks later, he went to South Korea. They saw him there, shaking hands. He came back again. He went to Istanbul. And to I think Turkey. From there, he went to China. Nothing Joe Boakai has brought to the Liberian people. Nothing. He came back again. He said, hey, little guys, they think you're getting rough on now. We're running out of money. We wasted trip. We got nothing. Nobody came to the country. German, I'm heading down to Italy. You know what Judah did to Judah Ascara did to Jesus? Yes. I'm carrying our man. Hey, I'm carrying our man Fanatikova. I'm going to give him the holy case. That means that when we come back, there will be a chaotic leadership crisis in the House of Representatives, right? Yeah. So he went to Italy and saw Fanatikova and gave him the Judah case. By the time Fanatik came back, trouble happened in the country. Now, what we think about that? He called him man coon.
Ils ont des bas-fonds de tendance très fort. Comme ce moussa papa par au Rigo Ngandoli. Oko Chomba. Charles le Fotolo la Koumbi, Yves Bandoudi. Christian Viena, Adré Image. Bruno Sanda, Alice Photo. David Manceau.
Share the video, guys. It's Saturday morning, man. It's Saturday morning. We are being Liberia centric here. Yes.
150. Kambaka Muzuna, Banze Badiba na Poison Gorbachev. Bobo Van Damme. Timbo. Benoît Tebopinji, Wapi Ange Nkoi. Joli Mayala. Libanga Kayo Lengi pour le de 6 heures. Brice Kabamba, ACT Communication. Amelin. Fatou Ilunga. Ravis Fataki, Papi Chomwekaton, bienvenue Wawa. Jean-Charles Lokotolo Lakombe, Yves Bandoudi, Christian Biella, Adré Image, Bruno Sanda, Atis Photo, David Monceau, Paul Makela Mina Coiffure, Decasso de Kwenda JC Lady, Jean-Jacques Munda, Frédéric Siouna à Nombre, Jean-Claude Diboko, Charles Condé, l'homme à la page.
All right. Hey, Google. Turn the music off. Turn the music off. All right. Hey, Google, what time is it?
It's 10:41 a.m.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:41 a.m. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is J. Randy here. Thank you. I hope you can hear me. And hey, hello, Google. I don't give a damn whether or not you want to pause my broadcast, but that music that we just listened to, we don't have right to that music, but we just want to have a good time because there are not many people in Liberia that are having good time, and people don't want to help them have a good time. But we will make sure that they have a very good time here. So good morning to you and good morning to everyone. Somebody said, how to call it? Good morning, Randy, sir. Good morning, sir, J. Randy, and all the viewing out there. Right after the show here, Alex, I will appreciate if you will give me a call and give me a starter update because I think we are getting ready now. All plugs are now within the different inlet or light, if you will. And I'm looking forward to lighting up that light in Liberia. And you being the operation guy who is coordinating things on the ground, I look forward to speaking with you today, and so that we can know where we are. So try to bring me up to speed today, depending on your schedule, for to have this conversation here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. This is one of the best platform in our community of Liberians. Here we don't come to hard things, and we are not like the vampires. We come here to make sure that you hear the truth, nothing else but the truth. So share the video out there, guys. Share the video. Let me do the same here. There are few developments coming out here within the past 14 to 15 hours now. We see that the CDC government has double shoveled the opposition. Yes, and that is a very tough blow for the opposition. I will be giving you detail on that, and I'm sure some of you guys are already in the know, but I will be giving you my side of the story because the equation is now being balanced here in the U.S., and I think the Georgia team is now trying to open up to do what it takes to be a country that has a policy. So we'll be discussing that as well. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that from my point of view. We'll be doing a broadcast tonight, and then the detail of most of the things will be reviewed tonight. Yes, most of the things. So tonight, I will be back here to give you guys an update as it relates to video and other audios that we will be showing you guys in terms of what it means to the George Weah administration. You see, back in the days, the loudmouth guys used to accuse Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of using a lady by the name of Linda, I don't know the last name, who used to be on K Street lobbying for Ellen Johnson administration. And the Weah administration became a laughing stock where people felt that he had no contact and stuff like that. But Boakai's seller, a very, very young attorney in the United States who is so strong when it comes to minority equality in the country. And if I'm absolutely right, I stand to put in a plus or minus in there. But Boakai was, I believe, the first guy on CNN when Trump took office who bluntly said the president can lie. And that shook everybody that time. If you follow CNN back then, you will remember that Boakai Sala was the guy who said something like that. So it is being published from CNN. Yes, I mean, not CNN, but from Fox News. And let me read what it says here. On Fox News, CNN analyst Boakai sellers register to work on behalf of the Liberian government. That's a very good news there for the CDC administration, because there is something in the United States here that is called, and let me go back to that name there. It is called, it's under the Department of Justice, and it is called the, let me make sure I have it here. Yes. It is called the Foreign Agent Registration Act. That act was established in 1938. And let me see what I can do here to give you guys that information right now, because I want to make sure that you understand what is happening here. So I'm going to go back to my own broadcast right now. The broadcast you're watching here right now, I'm going to post that thing there, because there's a QA section on there that will help you to understand exactly what the WIA administration is up to here. So let me, right now, I mean, I'm going to post this thing right here for you guys here. I see my t-shirt showing here. Sorry guys, I'm still in my pajamas, so please forgive me for that. All right, so let me post that here for you guys here. So this is coming up, it's coming up. All right, is it that? Yeah, I think it's coming up here. All right, let me see, I just posted it. And let me say good morning to my friend and brother Thomas, my up and down friend and brother. Let me say good morning to him there. And I think I just posted it for you guys there. Did I? Or did I put it somewhere? I think I did. Okay, let me just do it again. Maybe it might come up here. All right, and put that in there. So you guys should be seeing that now. Yeah, so that is what it's all about. It should be coming on my screen right away. So if you want to get, there you go. It's right there. So it's out for your, you know, downtime when you have the time to read what Boakai is going to do for the WIA government, the detail that I was established in 1938 to give lobbyists the opportunity to lobby on behalf of a particular country to represent the interests of that country, to persuade the Americans and other investors in this country about their political opinions against another country. So Boakai Salas is going to be doing that on behalf of the WIA administration, and based on the principle of transparency, Boakai has to register in that database and make that announcement to the American public that he will be representing the WIA administration. But here is what I want Liberians to understand, including the citizen here too. In how much you want to be transparent with what you preach in that country, Boakai mentioned something very important, and I'm not going to be the one to say it. I'm going to read it for you guys here in part. All right, so let me read it here in part. All right, it says here, liberal CNN analyst Boakai Seller has registered under the Foreign Agents Registration Act to work on behalf of the Liberian government. Yay, we're all clapping for that, especially those who are sedition and want to see Joe we are doing success. Document filed with the Department of Justice on Wednesday show that Seller will be working on behalf of the Liberian government. The CNN analyst also acknowledged that he will be pay a salary for his work. So here's where I stand. The job we are administration, we want to know how much you pay in Boakai salaries. Yes. So that pay has to be revealed. Mr. Weir, if you listen to me here, Minister Tue, if you listen to me here. All right. So how much will he be paid? You see, Bedede? Now you're learning now, Bedede. You fall right in the path that I'm trying to ask, because it's about transparency. Let me read, and for you guys, I don't know where you got it, but let me read something here quickly too that Bedede is talking about here. So, FARA is the name, and you know the Foreign Agent Registration Act is called FARA for short. All right. So, what is he going to be doing? What is the purpose of FARA? And that is right in that same link I give to you here. So I will read here. FARA, as I said, is the foreign, how do you call it? The Foreign Agent Registration Act, FARA. What is the purpose here? And that link I sent you is also part of that too. All right. I hope I won't be Chester this morning. No, I will Chester anybody who want to be on the show, because Chester you is going to make you stronger. And you know, when I was in school, I always like to be Chester. Chester means challenge. So let's move the word Chester. Keep the C, keep the H, keep the A, but remove the rest. All right. So keep the C, keep the H, keep the A, and put in LLENGE. Challenge. So get rid of the other one and add the other one there. All right. So let's do a words surgery here. A surgery of a word. Remove the other part. Keep the C, the H, and the A. Remove the rest of the other letter and bring in the LLENGE. Just say, Randy, yes, I love you to challenge me. All right. Because challenging you is not a bad thing. It builds your skill. It motivates you. And I know the reason you come back all the time is because you believe that no matter how small we are, our engagement here speak thousands of words that are very persuasive to the people here. So let's read. What is the purpose of FARA? FARA is an important tool identifying foreign influence in the United States and address threat to national security. Now, if you want to read what I'm reading, the link I just sent you, go there and go to the QA section, because there are questions that have been written there for that provide answers for you as well. All right. The central purpose of FARA is to promote transparency. Now you see, that's what I'm saying. Seller has already gone to that registry under the Department of Justice in the United States and declared his intention of wanting to help promote Liberia in the United States. But he also mentioned, because part of the question is, are you going to be doing this on pro bono basis? No. He said, I'm going to be paid. Unlike Robert Salif, who said he was doing pro bono business for knockout, that we don't get to see the detail today. The flip side is, and the similarity here is, Boakai Seller, he is from how they call it, from North Carolina, just how Robert said he used to live in North Carolina, a place that he don't want to go anymore because of his title change now since he left in my office. He left in my administration. So the central purpose of FARA is to promote transparency with respect to foreign influence within the United States by ensuring that the United States government and American public, no, hold on there. I think I skipped a line here. To ensure, all right, that the United States government and the public know the source of certain information from foreign agent intended to influence American public opinion, policy, and law, thereby facilitating information, evaluation of that information. FARA fosters transparency by requiring that person who engage in specific activities within the United States on behalf of a foreign principal register with and disclose those activities to the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice is required to make such information public. So, Mr. Weir, well, why don't you do this thing for us too, Mr. Weir? Boakai said he's going to be paid, and I think the Liberian people deserve to know how much he will be paid, because Boakai has done his part under the Department of Justice to provide transparency here. So, Mr. Weir, I'm kindly asking you. You see, that's why sometimes when I come here, opposition will come and elect me today, and then other time they will not come and elect me, because the country is fucked up. And in order for us to make the country better, we must be tough enough to ask the tough question. I love the government. I love the people of Liberia. I love the opposition. I love every one of you guys on here. But the behavior of the opposition or the government or some of you guys will be the thing that I will hate. But when you become a better person or try to become a better person, I'm not perfect too. I'm open up to being criticized. But what you tell me, if it's something that I believe makes sense and based on public measure opinion also makes sense, I take that and put that into my 4 quadrant and say, yes, this is my weakness, and I can use it as an opportunity to improve. And if we start to do those things, we'll have a better country. But if we come to just personalize, because I love the party, I love the individual, and don't use our common sense from a central core of being Liberia-centric, then we're missing the mark here. So the link is out there. Try to read some of the detail, and it will give you more detail of what Boakai is going to be doing. But technically, he's going to be lobbying for the government. As you know, they got K Street in Washington, D.C., where lobbyists go. They lobby for the government. But I would say the Boakai Sellers is a very influential guy. He worked with the Biden administration. He has the biggest vote so far, as I know, within the administration, and connecting with WIA. I think that was a very good move on the chessboard. But all we expect now is transparency as to how much he will be paid and what are the information he will be sharing. And I'm sure Boakai office is going to be open to some of us, because we're going to call him and say, hey, Boakai, we are Liberians here. We just want to know. And under that Justice Department, there are certain disclosure that he may be able to give to you and to me to see what the government is talking about. But let us do it in honesty and not in hatred. Yes, that's how I see it, all right? So that's a good thing I like about America. That's why I'm telling you guys. And, you know, live in this country. Don't live in the Liberia America. Live in the United States of America. Because if that was in Liberia, you won't know whether somebody working on behalf of the government. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to happen, all right? And that's what I love about this country. They are not perfect, though. However, they try to do what it takes to promote transparency. So we are now need to tell the Liberian people, hey, what's up, Sonny Boy? We are now need to tell the Liberian people what needs to be done. So, not to waste your time here, let me try to say a few things here. So, Ghana, to me, has had 2 successes this year. And I'm very proud of them. And this evening, I'll be reviewing the video with you guys. But let me just give you some summary of that. All right? So, Ghana, what the guy say here, will he publish or unpublish? That is up to them. I mean, that's public record. Anybody who works for the government, their salary need to be published. Yes. There is something called open secret. All right. Let me show you guys something here called open secret here. All right. So let's do some learning thing. All right. OpenSecret.com. Open secret. All right. OpenSecret.com. Let me just show you guys that. OpenSecret.org. Yeah, I think it's .org. Yes. OpenSecret.org. All right. Let me try to bring that to you guys here. So I can show it to you guys here. So that's a very important question you asked over there, my brother Alex. Let me show you Open Secret here. All right. So that way you guys can get to see OpenSecret.org. Okay, there we go right here. All right. So Open Secret here. Let me tell you guys here. I'm going to move the camera here, and I'm going to detach my charger here, because I want to show you guys something here called Open Secret here. All right. So here is it. OpenSecret.org. All right. This is where people come and give money here. Let me see what I'm looking for here. All right. All the lobbyists that gave money to any political party, including yourself, you can come right here and donate money here to any political party of your choice. So if I put in Joe Biden here, I put in Joe Biden and see who all donated money to Biden. Let's see whether we'll get a hit. All right. See here, Joe Biden 2020. All the people that gave money to Joe Biden. All right. If you click here, you will find all the people that gave money to Joe Biden. Okay. And it will give you all the different information here. But if you need it, I can also help you and send this to you here. Now you see all the company here, fundraising tools here, Biden presidency, all the people that gave money to Biden here. All right. And these are some of his projects he's doing here too. There's another area where they talk about, okay, fundraiser here. So during all the time he was campaigning, this is all the fundraiser. So you can go in there and make your donation. I'm not here to promote Biden. I'm just here to tell you about some of the things here. Contribution. All right, so this is Joe Biden campaign here. The geographic. Let's look at the contributor here. Maybe my man Thomas will be here. You got Thomas to support people on a cover. Maybe Thomas been supporting Joe Biden here. We don't know. But maybe we'll find his name here. All right, these are all the different organizations here that contributed to Joe Biden campaign here. All right. All right. Those individual, immediate family, All right, at the federal level, organizations themselves do not donate. So these are people that made donation to Joe Biden here. It's called open secret. So see that one day about America here, folks. Anything you do see, so when I be asking the Spoon CEO about his money, nobody want to listen to some of us. But we know how to give you guys information. All right. So if you need that and want to get more detail on that, you can even go as far as Barack Obama days. You will see all those who contributed money. And so sometimes when some of us make contribution, we go there as anonymous. So when you see anonymous there, maybe that some of us will pay our late $10, $15, and that our part of contribution. So when you see me asking Mr. Witherspoon about all that money he giving here and there, this is where it comes from, and transparency. All right. So now another thing I want to bring to you guys attention to also to is this: the Republic of Ghana this year alone, 2021, is one of the happiest places so far in terms of economic boom. We heard that Toyota was going to open a manufacturing plant. So this year, the Ghanaians, they are being put to work. And I just got a video from a very important person. And the USA, again, is about to open a manufacturing of airplanes in Ghana again. That's another job opportunity. The question is, where did we go wrong? Ellen Johnson said he was there for 12 years. The relationship between Liberia and America. Ellen did nothing. The only thing Ellen managed to do for herself was just to promote her image across America. Went to Harvard, went to the warehouse. You think the president of Ghana cannot come here and even go to London? But that's not his intention. He's not about himself. He is about Ghana-centric. The centricity of Ghana lives in him. Promoting the image of Ghana is his number one priority. So he will lobby around. And there's nothing wrong with lobbying. When you see people bringing contract to a country, it's all about lobbying. You go out there to lobby for things. Technically, when coaches go out there to look for players and start speaking to other people, they are technically lobbying and stuff like that. Yes. And you know, that's why it is. That's lobbying. So there's nothing wrong. But what I think wrong is what is inside for it. What Thomas say here? Let me read Thomas' comment here because he's writing all kind of crap here. Our friendship is not on and off. You chose to make it that way. We are family. Well, I mean, if you define it that way, I will undefine it that way. Our friendship is based on transparency. That's how I want for you to see it, Thomas. Our friendship is based on transparency, and anything that compromises the interest of anybody, whether they are close to us or not close to us, we should stand for the truth. If you and I can sign that agreement, that even if Jay Rennie go to Liberia and take money out of there, and you know Jay Rennie, that money was not right, tell me, say, Jay Rennie, our friendship doesn't cover this. It's wrong. You either got to pay that money back or go get that money back. That's how I define our friendship. Because remember, I'm from the grass. I'm not from the elephant. I suffer a lot. So I don't want other people to take advantage of that. So let's define that. All right. So I'm not here to start with the reading of the comment. It's too early for that. So Ghana this year has had so many successes this year. The people are proud. Can we hold we are responsible? Of course, there are some things that we can hold we are accountable. But looking at the commutative part of everything from 1847 now, he's doing what he can do, and the people of Liberia will measure his success. But there's another thing unfolding that is coming up, and that will bring us to the topic today. So, these few days, or maybe on 15 to 18 hours, there is a photo going around where Mr. Benjamin Senvi Cummings is sitting across Boakai decks, and he is letting his followers know that, oh, these are great men. Let me ask you guys this question. I just read for you the thorough principle reason, transparency. Benjamin Senvi took the Liberian people money, honor, and pretend that he would open up a business. And there's nothing wrong with Benjamin Senvi coming to America here to live. But where is the company? Well, we cannot hold him 100% for the company. But the government of Liberia, from Ellen Johnson said he did to George Weah, is asking Benjamin Senvi to pay that money back. And Benjamin Senvi is passing around here, sitting in North Carolina, the same place Boakai Saleh live. But Boakai Saleh is very transparent enough to say, George, we are going to pay me. But Ben Senvi is not coming up as a former political party chairman who should be the role model that many partisans of that party should emulate his example. He took that $45,000 and up to today he cannot pay that money back. But he will go and call for party for people to come and celebrate. Drinking liquor, passing around, wherein the children of Liberia, from Maryland to Cape Mount, from Lofa to Riverses, can better get a better lunch, breakfast, or dinner. And nobody is seeing anything, especially those who support him. Nobody. Nobody seeing anything. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? That's what it is. So, when you see a criminal, when you see a thief, when you see a crook pressing an individual who for 12 years, 12 consecutive years, do you know what I mean for 12 years? Even in America, they tell you that we're not bother you to call you if your child or your children complete 12 years of education. That is enough to minimize illiteracy in the country. When you see an individual who sat down with an administration for 12 years, and you come back to say, yes, this guy is our guy. And the man who is even pressing that person, if you look at his character, the country fucked up. We are not being Liberia-centric. Liberia-centricity, or the art of being Liberia-centric, is to put Liberia first. If you take something that belongs to the people, pay it back. Better just ask me a question here. I hope we are then will disclose that pay. Whether Belady is saying it because he doesn't like George Weah and he now trying to be transparent. But when Belady don't say Benjamin Senvi, you got the people money, try to make the payment arrangement, then I see Belady as not being Liberia-centric, or I see it as being Liberia personal in terms of his own interests, because he's not balancing that scale. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. And that's why we have to fight in this country as Liberians who really mean well for our country. Because if you think about it, we are going a long way and our country ain't going anywhere. Ghana now today is going to open up a airplane manufacturing facility. And we older than Ghana. Ghanaian used to be in our country. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Because we are not being sincere about being Liberia-centric. Kwame Nkrumah left from here, the United States, went and became president of Ghana, and went to President Tubman, Philip Ofoboye, Shaka Stephen of Sierra Leone, and Sekou Touré, and he went to Ghana, and he came up with the idea, gentlemen, we just came from America, especially for me. What I saw in our country, we can begin to lay a foundation down today. Let us put together an organization called African Unity. We may not know it all today, but over time, as the country grows, There will be mines that will be developed across the continent called Africa. And in time to come, we will be the forefather of what I'm putting together here. And they will agree. They established that institution. But later on down the road, political influence started hitting Africa. Tottenham Bay, who Tottenham is, getting on the ship, spending weeks over the ocean, having people toting him here and there. He forgot to know that the Ivory Coast was already built by the French. He forgot to know that Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Ghana were being colonized by other countries, and the people in the country were learning. But like, bro, we didn't give you a silver platter. We were not colonized, nothing. So when Kwame Nkrumah saw the unseriousness in Tottenham face, he went back and redefined the direction of Ghana. He identified the problem, he knew the solution, and he wanted to change the course of Ghana today. And that when he came out and said Ghana is the best. And Ghanaians, every time you see Ghanaians, they will tell you Ghana is the best. Ghana is the best. So they built for them that motto that Ghana is the best. And today, the reality of Ghana being the best in our West African region. They invited African Americans to take residence in their country to grow their tourist industry, including Obama, Michelle, and a lot of people go in there. They brought in the U.S. military contract, even though they pushed back on it. The U.S. saw interest in it. They came also to and brought in the Toyota plant. And today now, they are trying to secure a manufacturing plant. So what does that tell you about us? What does that tell you about us? When they ask Ghana, or somebody go to Ghana and say, how old are you guys? Oh, we pretty much on 60 or 70 years old. Oh, for real? Yes. But there's a country not too far from here called Liberia. They are 174 years old. Oh, wow. They might have more things than you guys. Oh, no. Some of them are here. There are many of them come here, they die here. That's how Liberia is. And why you think? Because we are not defined the direction that we want the country to go. Each and every one of us want our own direction for Liberia. As long as Benjamin Savi can go and take $45,000, that's my direction for myself. And as long as I keep quiet, that's your direction because you take along with him, you along with him. That's why Liberia can't go nowhere. That's one of the reasons why I tell you guys that I'm not going back to that country. Yes, I'm not going back to live. I'm sorry to have some of you guys feeling, but time is not on our side. They just broke here. Is after what? 2 in Liberia. Is after 11 my side here. We have only 12 hours in a day. Yeah, 12 hours of daylight. 12 hours of daylight. Because there are 24 hours in a day. How much thing can we do in the daytime? There are times that you do something today and leave it for tomorrow. We wasted 174 years on making our country better. And the reason is up to 174 years and we are not doing anything. For every minute, every second, every nano or many seconds in a day, we waste time in our country to fix things for ourselves. And we kept putting it off. 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 Now today, our country, throughout the counties, we don't have what it takes to classify a country as a developing country. No better school system. No better healthcare system. No water standard. Nothing. And then when somebody come in and want to do a little work. Hey, Michael Tibbetson, what's up? And want to do a little work. Georgia is the symptom of what's going on in our country. We need to understand that whoever wants to come after George Weah, they should be better than George Weah. That's the bottom line that I got for you. Anybody who disagrees with George Weah. If you want to be better, if you want to remove George Weah, you should be better than George Weah. Some of you guys play soccer here, right? A player that is on the field doing his best He's not injured, nothing wrong. But the coach just say, one more, Michael Tippison, for example. Let me pick on Michael Tippison here because I don't think you have issue with me picking on him. One more, Tippison, and Tippison on the line warm me up. Next thing you go to, they say, okay, come out of the field, Mr. Player, Tippison go in. What do you think the coach expectation and what you think Michael expectation will be on that field? Michael is going to perform and even outperform the player they took out of the field. Because Michael will want to be the starting player rather than the substitute player. The reason Liberia is 174 years old and we have not achieved anything up to the standard we're supposed to be based on our age and our existence is very simple. We have challenges in the country that I would see as problem, but we are not being able to find a solution, the strategy to define the solution. And then combine the problem and the solution and turn the direction of where we want the country to be. Somebody say, I am not against holding Benjamin accountable for the loan he contracted and forced himself to make. All right, let me see what he wrote here. All right, and forced himself to make. Forcing him to make payment plan for a loan he defaulted. All right. Wait, hold on here. My screen is small. Let me read it here. Okay, so it's opening up now. So let me say this. I am not against holding Ben Senvi accountable for the loan he contracted and forcing him to make payment plan for the loan he defaulted on. But when there will be, okay, let me see. I'm not understanding your statement here, my brother. But when, okay, I'll just read it as that because I don't know here. Maybe I'm making error. I don't know, but just how you read it, I'm going to, because you said, but when there will we are administration account for the 25 million map or exercise, which you have never mentioned in your podcast. That's why you don't know me. That's why you don't know me, Bedede. I'm not going to argue on that. Bedede, you don't know me for true, Bedede. You don't know me, but let me give you, let me tell you where to go, Bedede. All right? I got somewhere for you to go at. Guys, y'all hold on. There are some, skeptics here. Let me just try to show this guy here, all right? So, you see the page I'm broadcasting on right now, all right? It says J-A-Y. It's spelled out J-A-Y, right? All right. Now, I see your clarification there. Thank you for that. Now, let me give you another one again, all right? So, apparently you don't know me. So, saying you don't know me, I will show you something here for you to see here, all right? Okay. You see your other page here? This one here, where I'm pointing my finger at. It when I got J. Your homework is to go on the page and take up to a month that question you just asked, that opinion question you just asked, or comment you just made. Go there, you will see. All right? So let's move on here. When you come as stranger and you come today and see me talking today, and you don't know where I came from, that is one of the disconnect about Liberians. That's why I said, one of the things that I do is to know your history. When you go meet a doctor for the first time, when you go apply to a school for the first time, why you think they're asking you for some historical information before they take you? Because they want to know where you start and where you are now. In Liberia, we don't believe in doing historical research. Benedict just saw Randy talking in a few months. He came and joined Randy. But he don't even know how long Randy been on Facebook. And I think if Thomas is honest with you, Thomas will tell you, even the Moses that is on Sky TV, do you know who made Moses popular today? It was me that made Moses popular. So I'm not here to come be lecturing you on that one. Okay, so let me progress it. All right? So, let me put a plug in here. Let me see here. All right, there you go. So yeah, where we are now. The reason Liberia is now making progress today is because we are and we have been a bunch of unserious people. We are not defining the direction of our country. We are not identifying the problem of our country. And from year in and year out, from generation to generation, all we do is to just have a good time. And because it used to be done without any spotlight, now with Facebook, you're getting to see now what interests attract many Liberians today. When it comes to politics, political gossip, they're there in number. But when it comes to discussing the direction of the country, you don't find us in those places. You don't find us doing those things. And that's why I say every year we just add numbers to our country and our individual ages, but we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere. All right? We're going nowhere. All right, I have been following you since 2014 with different names. Why you having different names in the first place? The fact that you having different names, I mean, I got a problem with you. What you having different names for? What, you a fake man? See, for me, I don't have that kind of behavior. I wouldn't did it once, and I was doing the time I was not on Facebook. Yeah, but you have been following me now, but to follow me is one thing, but to track what I'm saying and get the most important things is another thing. Yes. You can be in a car driving with people, but you don't see what the driver is seeing because the driver making sure that everything that compromises safety for you in a car, he's going to pay attention to it. There are times that you'll be sleeping while the car going. So if you pose that question and say, oh, I never said anything about that. Samuel told himself, all right, Samuel told himself on Michael Gilmore's show in July. He said, if you watch that show, Randy, my own friend, was joining Mo Ali them and telling them that I'm guilty of the $25 million. Where were you at that time? Because I play on my show here. Where were you? So come on, man. Forget about it. You don't know me like that. And we just know you on Facebook. You don't know me like that. You know how long it takes for the Liberian community here to try to find something on me and they cannot find it? No. Because I'm a different Liberian. I live in the country for a long time, but I don't associate with Liberians. I don't go to party, Liberian party that much. Even if I go, I sit down quietly and walk away. Because I knew that one day people will put people's character on the line. So let me progress here, my brother. Let not make the thing our discussion. I say no more again. Your post will be read later. Let me focus on what I'm about to say here, all right? So we have not been a successful country because we are not defined who we are. And until we begin to do those things, and I believe that starting from our politicians, when we have made mistake, let us not make that same mistake. If you remove a bad player, put a good player on the field. Now, that said, let me bring you guys to the main topic here. Joseph Boakai, Alexander Cummings. So there is the plan going around that Cummings should compromise his interest. And that would be one of the biggest mistakes that Cummings will ever make in his political career. And that would make him to be one of the stupidest men that ever joined the Liberian politics. It is being said that Cummings is trying to go as Joe Boakai vice president. Even though Boakai, after being in government for 42 years, 25 years, which I don't give a damn about, but what I want you to understand about Joe Boakai, he got flogged by George Weah because he could not defend the number of years he served in public, as a public servant, and the 12 years he worked with Ellen. He could not defend Ellen's policy to persuade the people of Liberia to win. Can you imagine that? Obama defended his 8 years record. Joe Biden came as vice president for 8 years, defended that record, and he became president today. But Boakai, for 12 years under Ellen, could not convince the Liberian people about what they did. And that the man coming want to go underneath. And the same policy that Ellen carried out, Joe Boakai is saying that he's going to complement the policy. You see, when they say not all executives in corporate America are created equal, Cummings is one of them. I believe today that Cummings got that position because of affirmative action. And the affirmative action, as you know it, but for the Liberian that don't understand it, when it gets so white people there, they take one black man and put a black man there. So when the other people come, they say, oh, we got black man here, yes. I honestly believe, that Cummings did not merit being a vice president for Coca-Cola, but it was through an affirmative action that got Cummings over there. Because from what I'm seeing Cummings doing today, landing in the country and saying, oh, we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, and seeing him aligning himself with people with bad character, it stands that Coca-Cola will go against and Cummings compromising himself. That tells me something about Cummings. That Cummings was just put in that structure because he was a black person. And that one of the reasons why they sent him to South Africa. To South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria. Nigeria, Kenya, and I would say South Africa. All right? Because that's who he is. It was through affirmative action that he got up there. Because Cummings came with a model, and there's one thing we call understanding the political culture. If you understand the political culture, you know how to carefully place yourself, because you got your agenda, and your agenda should be well placed by meeting the challenges that people have. So I'm hearing that Cummings is trying to go as VP for Joe Boakai. Even though in the CPP agreement, whoever is elected as the standard bearer, that individual has his right to look around and pick someone as a vice president. But everything so far has been planned, pre-planned, that Cummings going to go. Now, hear what they're telling Cummings now. Now, when you listen to this, they are telling Cummings, hey, Cummings, here's the thing here. When you go with Joe Boakai, in our dream, we become the leader of that country. Joe Boakai will now go for second term. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. You see that, Cummings? Yes. And then guess what? You will go and run for president. Is that right? Is that right? And Cummings being the kind of person he is, not far-sighted, not smart, not reading things through, not talking to other people. He's not doing photo up with Joe Boakai. Whether they're going to win, whether they're going to win, Cummings is trying to embarrass himself that he's not an independent man. All right? That he's not an independent man. But here are some of the risks that Cummings is putting himself into. Number one, those hyenas, those coyotes that are just waiting to have their part of time. For example, if they go to bed and Joe Boakai become president in their dreams, the first 6 years, they don't tell you their financial standard right now. They don't tell you where the financial standard is right now. The first 6 years, they know that the possibility of getting another 6 years, they're not going to compromise it. They're going in there to grab and go. They will do anything and everything to enrich themselves while Cummings is serving as vice president. They know Joe Boakai don't have a long life. Joe Boakai can see his demise even before the 6-year end, and this is a reality because the old man is sick. Joe Boakai could say, I'm not going to run the second term, but they could cause more damage. And what will happen to Cummings? When those guys have gone in there and do what they want to do for themselves and damage the image of the country, and Cummings will be sitting down there. And the Liberian people will get very furious, bitter, and say, but we thought these people came as angels. Look what they had done to us. They will be damaging Cummings already. Boakai can't control them. Boakai is sick. Boakai cannot stand on his feet for 9 hours in a day. You better see Boakai walking around in the street. You better see Boakai. Boakai is sick. COVID is around. Boakai is dodging COVID than anyone on the battlefront who trying to dodge a bullet. So he's indoor throughout. But we'll come to Boakai for a few minutes from now. So those guys will go on the ground and get what they want to get. So all the guys you see around here, the man who told $45,000, you think that just the limit? You wait when he get there too. He's going to quadruple that $45,000. Because they're going to say, you know what? This is our time. This is our time. And then what's going to happen in the Cummings? Cummings will be there as vice president, and they will destroy Cummings' image. That a Cummings in their dream decide to run for president. The Liberian people will reject Cummings. And that's why they will fuck Cummings there. Cummings don't see it. He not seeing the big pictures. He not seeing the big picture. You came to the country and you said, we can keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. But you going and swimming, marching, walking, driving with political guru who are schooled into tricks of other people. All right? That's exactly what they're going to do to Cummings. But right now, his supporters, they will not see it that way. They will not see it that way. You see, when Noah was building the ark and told the people that there will be a rain, they denied. So the eye of Liberian denying things, it's not real. I told them from the beginning of the year that nothing will be accomplished in Liberia. They deny it, right? This is September. We got October, November, December. 3 more months to go. Nothing will realize. So when Liberian men come and tell you, oh, this will not happen, don't listen to them, please. You know why? Ask them for 174 years. Why we don't have road connecting all the different counties? Because they have been in denial that they were not even going to reach the 174 years. So it is a doctor behavior of putting themselves first. They're supporting somebody who could not give the Liberian people a 12-year message to convince the population of people to vote for them. But they want you to believe that Joe Boakai is their man. That country fucked up. Right now, if they ask every one of us to go back to Liberia, you think someone else support Joe Boakai? They will not do it. Because they know their children will be going back with them, especially if they were not born here. If they were born here, they will stay here. But they know their health will be compromised. They know they're not in a position to get anything. They will be afraid. But because they don't live there, so they are not part of that circle of people that they want for some. Think about it. Joe Boakai was there for 12 years and he couldn't propagate one single message. You see, we Liberians, we feel complacent about other people's country. We live here, we enjoy ourselves, we got good life, but we don't have that Liberia-centricity about our people back home. So Cummings is walking into a lion den. He can take that bait, but he can only pray that maybe after 2 years, Boakai can pass away, or Boakai can become completely immobile, that he cannot move, that he can take power. But as long Boakai is president in their dream, Cummings will not be president because those very guys, they just want to weather the storm. Politics, election is about numbers. They are worried that since we spoke about Cummings going to take side where we are in the future, they listen and they put those things together. Now they're bringing Cummings on board. They bring Cummings, let's take picture as evidence that you're supporting us. Did you see them taking picture before like that? No. But when we came here and told the Liberian people that in the end, Cummings will end up us supporting George Weah, and George Weah will coming to the government and make Cummings people this, maybe I spilled it being so early. Don't see the number small like this. But the information that we provide here is very powerful to them. But they will not admit it, even if they're dying of cancer. They will not tell you, say, we stole some Randy idea. They will not do it. Because of the insincerity that live in some of them. They were totally against Cummings. But when we lay out that matrix, how Cummings will relate, because there is a history where Unity Party and Liberty Party work together. And then MPP work together with CDC, and today here we are. They know that. They know that. They know that. 12 years, the man sat over there and he cannot give one message. One message to the people. One message. One message to the people. How can you be president for 12 years and you cannot convince the people? And you cannot convince the people. You cannot convince the people. Very shameful. Very, very shameful. Not even compared to Al Gore and George Bush. Because when Florida made that call and said, Al Gore wanted, George Bush didn't challenge it, they went to court. Al Gore said, okay. He didn't even come that far. It was another guy who came up with that. 12 years. So let Cummings sit over there and allow God to use him. It just goes to show his level of ignorance when it comes to politics. He got no clue. Cummings came from a structured environment and he will be used every day. I just feel sorry for him. Because the time he's supposed to listen to the right people, it will be too late for him. Yes, it will be too late for him. It will be too late for Cummings. It will be very late for Cummings. Cummings will not realize anything in our country. Yes, he will not realize anything in our country. All right? Let me read a few comments here again before we get to the Joe Boakai issue here. So here, basically said Boakai was in Kakata just recently to debunk that analysis. So out of 6 months to 9 months, Boakai show up in one county. Then I cover everything, right? When last did Boakai speak on any issue? How long was he in Kakata for? Did he walk around? Where's the video evidence to show what Boakai was doing there? So you want to be the Boakai spokesman? Was he by virtual means in Kakata? Maybe like you on Zoom and you see yourself in Kakata? You think that what will convince the Liberian people? Boakai is a sick man. Boakai will be one of the most expensive presidents if you ever get that lucky break, which you will not get. The man got a pacemaker in him. You know what it takes to maintain a pacemaker? The man's heart is not normal anymore. And that one thing that coming to pray God for. That in a dream, that's a correlation. If Boakai ever become president in a dream, one that thing malfunction, and the ability to keep Boakai alive, it don't happen. Coming will be president. If that what Coming will gamble on, so shall it be. Then I will tell you to go for it. Because Boakai living with pacemaker in his heart, you're not a human being anymore. Your mobility is restricted by doctor order. And Boakai himself, because of power greed, he putting his health at risk. And even his wife, Katomu, is not telling him. Because the pressure that you're going to go underneath as president. He was our president, and Ellen kept him cool. Let me tell you one of the secrets why Ellen did not force Boakai to be president. Ellen knew that Boakai is sick. And there was going to be no condition that she was going to pressurize Boakai to go and take that bid. And that's why Ellen did not push Boakai to be anything in our country. But you guys are in broad day denial. That's why you see many Liberians in the country die because they don't go to the hospital. They will get sick before they go to the hospital and it get too late. It's something that is part of our culture. Men in their 40, 50, they don't even go to do prostate or colon exam because we don't believe in those things. Boakai is sick. He got pacemaker in him. Do you know what it means when you have that kind of condition? You will be very expensive. JFK was a sick president. There were times when you watch the documentary, he used to be sick on that S41. It became worry for the Democratic Party and for his family. This Joe Boakai man, he in a country that don't even know how to even suck the blood out of a pacemaker. He will spend most of his time in foreign countries, whereby the country will be left in the hands of hyena. Are you guys thinking about that? No, you cannot think about that because you know what? Y'all know the old man is sick. So y'all will have the opportunity to do what you want to do in our country because you guys are not Liberia-centric. You're only there for your own personal gain. So you will do anything and everything to push Boakai to the edge. Boakai will be out of hospital, in hospital, more than the time he will spend in the hospital, in the office. But you're not seeing the risks because you don't factor in the risks. And the way I expect Coming to stand his ground. The people know Boakai will not be mobile. Boakai cannot sit down for 8 to 9 hours to discuss anything. Look at the man without no makeup. Look at him without no makeup. Does he look normal to you? When last Boakai giving you guys out there his medical record to be fit for anything? When last? Donald Trump asked Hillary Clinton for her record. They presented it. Donald Trump himself presented his record. He presented it. All right? But you guys don't see the thing to tell the Liberian people that the man will be a more liability. Some of you guys here, you work in the medical area. You know what it means to have a health maintenance program insurance. You know what it means. And now we're a man with a pacemaker who had to go and seek different opinions and had to travel around. Look at the Nigerian president today, Buhari. Man spent 9 months in the United Kingdom. Thank God that country, they operate independently. From their provision to other places, they operate independently. How many of you guys think about those things? But nobody want to say anything because you want to damage that country, because you don't care for that country. This man is sick, but still you're pushing him to the edge. You're pushing him to the edge. You're pushing him to the edge. We are playing soccer, Mr. Man. Was a soccer player. He's young. He's in 50. So why are you asking for a record? He got the right to present it to you. But is healthy. How many times have you seen we are going to the hospital? How many times have medical record have shown you from the day he played soccer to after he left football? He goes to the hospital all the time. All the leak, all the bombshell that can come about. When last have you heard that we are got medical record? But you not hear the bombshell that we are. You see, you're like to compare things that make no sense. If we had medical issue, it was going to be presented out there long time ago. Because everything that we are done, we are working with Jackie Apia, is showing, we are doing another one, is showing Finabono slapping, we are well because of something good. You're talking about it. You think if we have medical record problem, we're not going to come out here? These are some of the insincere behavior. Y'all know that woman. Looking at that woman, physical look. He doesn't look normal. He's sick. He feeding pain every day that comes. But you're forcing him to put on the smile that is pinning him inside. Still, you don't want to say anything. Still, Boakai will spend more time in the hospital and there will be a pure waste. I don't think the Liberians are willing to put money into Boakai medical bills than what they can afford. And that's one of the reasons why Boakai will not be president. We will let the people know that Boakai cannot. Boakai is coming in as a liability already. He is a medical liability. He is an incompetent individual coming without other liability. We cannot take all the negative things from somebody like that. No. And Cummings should know better that Boakai is not the right person for this country. Cummings should not let his guard down, even if they brought him on for whatever reason. Let him not let his guard down. Boakai is not fair. Boakai will be a burden on our country. Money will be spent on Boakai health than put it in the economy. Boakai medical bill will put the country in debt. Can you imagine a country owing debt because of somebody's medical health? How do you think the world will look at us today and in the future? How do you think our children will look at us? That we saw a man with a pacemaker who 1/4 is already in the grave, who heart is already died off, and you take that man and go put him in office. How do you think your grandchildren will evaluate you? How do you think? All because of political reason? Why can't you guys look among yourself and bring us somebody who is going to take on Boakai in the CPP or in the Unity Party to say, oh man, I'm standing next to you here. I think I can do better. Which one of you? You guys don't even have that self-confidence in yourself. You guys don't have that self-confidence in yourself. Do you think a Boakai was in Sierra Leone, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast? You think he would not have people to take on him? Look at Bobby Wine in how do you call the country here? What do you call the country? Say Bobby Wine. What the African country name? I know Mozambique. Yeah, I think Mozambique, if I'm not mistaken. But I stand to be corrected here. Why you think Bobby Wine, as young as he is, taking on God, I know Musimbi or what he name? Why you think he couldn't say, let the old man go? Because those guys from the East are very much smarter than some of us from Liberia. They believe in their skill. They believe in themselves. But you know why? Because we are bluff boys and girls. We don't believe in taking responsibility. So we want to put the old man there while he's sleeping. Then we'll go and buy the most expensive car, ride in our little Morovia town, and do nothing to improve the country because that's all we want. And that's all we want the old man. Anybody who want to make progress will show themselves. But these guys you see passing around here, that's all they want to do. They want to go out there, wear the more expensive clothes, drive around. They're not going to teach anything. They find that they got a man who is medically immobile, can't do anything for himself, pushing him to the edge, pushing him to the edge so that when he sit down there in a dream, then he will have the leverage now to go and buy expensive car right here, right in the town. Now, one day we will come to listen to them here. The woman don't even have a message from 2017, what he wants. Ask Boakai, what are the 3 elements that you can put in place to determine why Liberians should elect you? He doesn't know that. Liberia got problem. Yes. How do we find a solution to the problem? And why are we finding a solution to the problem? What direction Joe Boakai want to take this country? If he cannot articulate that during the 2017 election, all the time he sat over there, what can he do now? What can he do? Somebody said, I'm deeply saddened by your inhumane description. Why make it so inhumane? Somebody said you can't say that? Somebody said you can't say that? Oh, but in America here, when Trump get ready and say, we need to get Hillary Clinton record. We need to get Barack Obama record. Medical record. So it doesn't happen in Liberia, right? So when it comes to Liberia, the rule doesn't apply. Why you think when you about to go do a piece of job, why they always send you for medical evaluation? That dehumanizing you there? If you go on a piece of job, why they will send you to go to the occupational nurse to get some clean record, to do your blood work? Why do you think they send you for those things? You see how the country fucked up? You see some of the reason why when I tell you guys I don't want to be around certain Liberians people? You see it? The people in the country will send many of you guys to go do blood. Why is it at the end of the year? Unless maybe some of you guys don't go see your doctor or things like that. But you see all the things on the wall here. Let me show it to you guys. You see all the people on the wall over there. These are all my medical. Turn in there. All right? Because I have to go see my doctor. Why is it that when your child going to school, here they say bring your child medical record? Why? Why do you think they're asking for those things? Why do you think they're asking for those things? Oh, I guess, that's why I always say the white man better than the black man, right? Especially the Liberian man. Because I think the white man is very smart. All right? Oh, you do physical every year, right? Okay, that's under the HIPAA law, you do your physical, fine, you can keep it. But when you want to become a public figure, that law will not apply. You have to present your medical records. Because the people will want to know the physical and mental state of their leaders. If we cannot teach our people back home, but want to take a man who is medically ill and blind the Liberian people's eyes and mind and put him there so that when things happen, say, oh, something wrong with the man, they kill a man, they kill a man. Because all you will say, see people kill a man. We will not allow that to happen. If we make that a demand, everyone will present their medical record. Because we don't want to use the taxpayer money to feed somebody in the hospital more than the job they're supposed to be doing. We can't do that. And these are the fundamental things that our people need to understand. Boakai is not medically fit to be president in our country. He's sick. Until a doctor can give us, the Liberian people, that he's fit to work, and should in case something happen, that doctor will take that responsibility. Because in America, one of the greatest things that everybody is afraid of is liability. Nobody want to take anybody problem in this country here. That's why when you go get car insurance, at least they ask you for liability. Because when you hit somebody, that money you pay as the liability insurance will cover that damage you done to that person's car. Every leader, aside from their political requirements, there should also be a medical requirement that the Liberian people need to know. We must introduce those things. We must introduce those things. We must introduce those things. Everybody, we must introduce those things. You can't have a man who sit down all day, bare right, can't move around. You don't even see him going anywhere to go buy his own grocery. You don't see him going anything. You don't even see him in the public wearing mask. Say, oh, there go our old leader over there. He and Ellen Johnson said they are battling against COVID that you cannot even see them in the public. Then at the man you come, oh, Boakai is the man, Boakai is the man. Look at comments. Comments most of the time is in the street. Yes, we see comments as physical evidence. We see Europe sometimes in the street. And we see the other young politicians in the street. But you can barely see Boakai. Only pictures that you see Boakai on all the time. Only pictures. That kind of remind me Or Steven Seagal movie when he killed one of the twin brothers and had a picture that they to his father and say, yeah, the guy here. Then that's the man you want to get to liberate people. Is that your liberal centricity there? We will open the liberal people's eyes and tell them that Boakai is not normal. Boakai is a sick man. The old man is sick. You know what it takes? I work for a company where we used to manufacture pacemaker. That thing is very expensive to maintain. It's very, very expensive to maintain. There are times that you have to go for check. When last Boakai ever went for that medical checkup to see how that pacemaker is working? When last? When last? And you're sit down here and putting that old man into his early grave by putting him in a situation that he cannot handle. Because he will not be able to handle it. He will not be able to handle it. The hospital will not prepare for it. What will happen? They will end up flying him to Ghana. And when Ghana prepping a little bit, they will end up giving you a referral and going somewhere. We cannot buy a bad product. Boakai is a bad product. He is not fit to be a leader. He has 12 years. He couldn't convince the Liberian people. Boakai is medically sick. We will not take a sick man to spend money on. There are a lot of young people in our country whose parents are working with their children that have some medical condition, and because their immune system can fight it, we should redirect that money to the children and not to Boakai health. Boakai chose to do what happened to his health. It's sad for him, but the Liberian people will not be willing to spend that money behind Boakai. No. Let Boakai take care of his own health. Boakai was there for 12 years. When last did he whisper in any ear that we need to have a retirement plan? We need to have a Medicaid plan, something like a Medicaid plan for us. All right? Thomas, you know nothing about the medical institution. You know nothing about the medical institution, Thomas. You know nothing about the medical institution. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing you know. All right? Nothing you know. The pacemaker, all right? The pacemaker. I don't know where I have that thing here so I can show you to. I hope I can find my bag. If it's not in there, maybe it's somewhere here. You know nothing about pacemaker, Thomas. Absolutely nothing. You never even worked in the field before. All right? Nothing about pacemaker. I work in the field. All right? There is something called the envelope. It's not just the actual pacemaker that they put in you anymore. There is something called the envelopes. The envelope is like something that contains that pacemaker after it's implanted in you. It's very expensive to clean up. All right? It's very expensive. You had no clue about that, Thomas. No clue. All right? You had no clue. It's not the meaning of jack of all trades. It's called experience. It is called experience. I told you guys here that the field that I study, it gave me the right to work in different industry. It gave me the right to work in different industry. As an environmental manager, as a health and safety manager, as a sustainability manager, and as a security manager. How you think I got all these experiences that I have today? Because that area is very universal. Even in your own house, Thomas, I can come there and tell you to properly manage the chemical you use in your house. That in the morning when you get up, you open your window because the formaldehyde that is stored within the product overnight, when you close your house and heat your home up, it releases those VOC in the air. Open your damn window so that you can get some fresh air in it. That's the career that I chose for myself, Thomas. That's the career I chose for myself. So it's not just knowing it or no. It's working in all the industry. Chemical, petroleum. You go in the chemical industry, what they have there? Don't they have environmental managers that work there? Yes. You go in the construction industry. Don't they have environmental managers that work there? Yes. You got no clue about what you're talking about. Absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue, Thomas. Thomas got absolutely no clue. No clue about what he's talking about. The man said he sat in your room for 7 years and did nothing. 7 years and did nothing. Let Thomas tell what his area of expertise. You see, when you want to support somebody, support the person based on the issue, not based on your feelings. And that's what he's doing here. He's supporting somebody on his feelings. Have you ever gone to the company called Medtronics? Medical device company Medtronics? Yes, I work for Medtronics. Where's my wallet? Let me show you my stuff. Say you want to distract me? I love distraction. Because I know how to work with distracted people. All right? I'll show it to you here, Tommy. Don't worry. You're messing with the wrong guy, Tommy. You're messing with the wrong guy. I'm not like your friend in here. Oh. I'm not like your friend in here, Tommy. There you go here. Metronics. Go define the name of the company here. Metronics. You see here? That's the company I work for here. Metronics. All right? It's a medical device company. What was my position there at that time? Industrial engineer 2. What do you think we did over there? What do you think we did over there? Are you sitting there in some kind of little kiosk and taking phone call? No. We actually work with the product. There is something called product development phase. When a product is being developed, whether it's the scientist, the chemist, we work with them to determine what are the regulatory requirements. And while working with these people, they give you more ideas about what the product is all about. And through that process, you learn. So don't come here to can't say anything here. You are in no position here, Thomas, to argue here with me. No, you stand no chance. You stand no chance, Thomas. Between you and myself, you stand no chance to understand anything here, Thomas. To be honest with you, you stand no chance. Not even one third of you making the case against me here. To be honest with you, you stand no chance here, Thomas. I will be honest with you here. You stand no chance. You stand no chance. 22 years, you stand no chance. 10 years, you stand no chance. So just listen and let's discuss the thing. Pacemaker is very expensive to take care of. Boakai is not in a position to do those things. Let's accept it. You stand no chance. Go and define. I just show you the company website here. All right? Medical technology, Medtronic. Anybody who live in Minnesota, tell them to look for Medtronic. All right? Tell them to look for Medtronic. This guy, he wants to serve as a distraction, but he's an embarrassment. Let me tell you now. He is a total embarrassment. Like I said yesterday, his sister worked for Ellen, and they did nothing for that country. He flew from here and went and met with Ellen. They did nothing. Because you know why he's angry? He's angry because we are not giving them the opportunity that they used to get when they were with Ellen. No, we are not giving it to them. So he goes around and wants to distract people to do here and there. But I will deal with him because I know him very well. I know him very well. All right? And like I said, he stands no chance to compare me to anything here. I will be blunt with him. All right? I work in the field. I'm telling you. I didn't tell you that I'm a surgeon. I'm telling you how expensive it is to maintain. Then you want to kind of, that's a thing, that's a thing. When last have you worked in any medical field, Thomas? When last? Do you really have the credentials to work in the area that I work in? You don't have the credential. You know that because you told me that. You don't have the credential. You don't have the credential. So just zip it up. Let me inform the Liberian people. All right? Just zip it up. Let me inform the Liberian people. I'm not going to debate. What am I going to debate with you for? You don't have the credential. What am I going to debate with you for? All right? What am I going to debate with you for? Why am I going to debate with you for when you don't have the credential? You told me what you do for a living. You sit in your home all day and pick up phone and do medical billing. That's what you do. That's all you do. So what are you going to argue here for? You don't have the credentials. So let me progress here, man, folks. Let me progress. Forget about Thomas. So Boakai is not in a position to do anything. He's medically ill, and we must inform the Liberian people on that. Yes, we will not allow Boakai to be president of that country to allow the people of Liberia to pay his medical bill. Let Boakai stay there. If it comes to Boakai and Cummings going again, I would rather take Cummings any day. Because Cummings is physically fit. He's seen in the public every time. He's moving around. He showed us that he got some energy. In the midst of the COVID, Cummings is wearing a mask and he's going from place to place. I gave him credit for that. But not Boakai. Boakai is more of a liability than being anybody else. And we must set the fire right. We should set the record straight. I'm not here to boil and blow. Because you know what? I'm not afraid of none of them. I don't care about what they want to do. But I don't want anybody to become a burden of that country. Yes, I don't want to do that. So the truth must be revealed. Boakai is sick. He is sick. He cannot do anything by himself. Not even for 5 hours can Boakai work. This man would be more in the hospital than on the job. That's all he will be. More than the hospital than on the job. All right? More than the hospital than on the job. That's what it is. The way the brother said, bro, you are a joke, seeking an audience. No, Tommy. Tommy, you know my qualification. All right? You know my qualification. You know that. You know what I stand for. I'm just here to tell you the truth, Tommy. I'm not here to sugarcoat things with you. Because many of the time you got to come in and lie to the Liberian people. You left that country saying you were 8 years old. You got no feeling for that country. You left that country when you were 8 years old. You got no feeling for that country. You wouldn't went there because your sister started working for Ellen. What feeling do you have for that country? You know nothing about the country. You just started associating yourself with few Liberians. You don't understand what went on in that country, my brother. You don't understand. You don't understand. And I will tell you the truth here. You don't belong in a society that you don't understand and you don't willing to learn. Only when you feel that you got the advantage, then you want to be part of the society. No, that doesn't work that way, bro. That doesn't work that way. I tell you the truth here. I'm not forcing you to be here, Thomas, and I'm not begging you to be here. But I will stand with the Liberian people. All right? Because your sister went in that place and worked there. She's sitting there in Texas right now, having a very good dinner. But the people that money she took from that country, what did she do? Nothing. And then you want to come here to defend what? What you want to defend? You went there, you couldn't live there. Why you came back? Because you couldn't live there too, right? So you guys in America here, you and myself will battle it all here every day. We will battle it all here every day. All right? We'll battle it every day. We'll battle it out here. All right? We will battle it out here every day. So it's a shame on you. If I have my sister going to Liberia to work for the Liberian people, I will make sure that I tell her the truth. But you thought it was going to last forever. That's why you ran behind Boakai, thinking that you're going to go get on that. You and Boakai, I think what you need to do now is to start to look for different medical opportunity to try to enroll Boakai into your medical billing thing you're doing. Maybe we have Boakai. But we will inform the Liberian people that Boakai will not be president of that country. I can tell you that one now. It can be anybody else to take on we are. As long as the person meets certain requirements, but not Boakai. Boakai will never be president of Liberia. Take it from me today. Boakai will never be president of Liberia. You can put Boakai in any coat suit. Whether it's Tommy Hilfiger coat suit, whether it's Ralph Lauren coat suit, whether you're getting all the oil in the world to rub on your hair and you think that he's going to look good. No. We will let the Liberian people know that Boakai is sick inside. He is medically sick, and we will not allow Boakai to be president of that country. Boakai must be fit to be a president from his, I don't care about academic credential, but medically fit, he must be given a clean bill of health. We will not settle for anyone who is not fit to be. You can go on the other side and go fool the people. But I know that Boakai is not fit. The fact that the man living with a pacemaker in his heart, he's not ready. He's not ready to get up 3 a.m. in the morning to do anything. The old man sleep during the night time with you and myself. But then during the daytime, he sleep. He sleep. All right? He sleep. During the night time, he sleep. During the daytime, he sleep with us. Yes, he sleep with us. That's why he does. All right? That's why he does. So what kind of man are we talking about here? A very, very, very sick man. We respect him for the service that he has done to the country. It's respected. But we cannot give him this opportunity. 25, 42 years is enough. That's why you see today, they don't have no platform, nothing to discuss today. Absolutely nothing. No policy, no central message, nothing. All you hear is JMB must go. When you ask them, is Boakai reliable enough to be president of Liberia? JMB must go. Is Boakai able to take on we are? JMB must go. I don't live in that kind of Liberian community. We must be able to present reason with evidence to support what we believe in. Not just JB must go, Boakai must go. Because you know what? Some of these guys live here. They ain't got nothing to do here. They just want to go to Liberia now and go take that opportunity and just abuse our people and come right back here when everything is said and done. That's what they want to do. So we will make sure we stop that bleed. That bleed will be stopped. We will stop that bleed and we'll do everything possible. All right? If we can hold we are feet to the fire on the platform, we will also tell you that Boakai is not fit to be president. And for Cummings, he has to wait. Cummings will wait and learn by himself. Not other people teaching him what to do in terms of making more mistakes. So you can catch him. If you guys want to defeat George Weah, you need to come up with a better plan. Mr. Weah is looking healthy. Boakai is sick. He admitted his situation on 50-50. That he got a pacemaker in him. We don't need no president with pacemaker. No. We need somebody that is fit. When last year I saw Boakai jogging, during early administration, Ellen used to jog once in a while. Ellen was seen on a treadmill. When last have you seen Boakai even taking a walk? Because that's what the people want. They want a sitting dog president who they will use behind closed door. That's exactly what they want to do. So I'm telling you guys now, you can forget about Boakai. You can post all the pictures you want on Facebook. You can get him all the Johnson baby oil, whatever oil you're getting to shine your hair. He's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. A listed pig is nothing but a pig. You can dress Boakai all you want. All we will tell the Liberian people, he didn't have no message for you guys in 2017. He wants to be president again. He ain't got no message. Secondly, he's a sick man. He doesn't feel well. We don't want to have a president who will show up one day to work and then the next 4 days he be in the hospital. No, we don't want nobody like that. Liberia need a very energetic leader who will move that country forward. We will not stop that message. We're going down to the people on the ground. Yes, we're going to the people on the ground and we use every influence. Just what I'm saying here today, I'm going to say it on the radio back home. Our people must learn beyond the normal limit that if you want to be a leader of that country, your medical record should be public. You should be fit to do the job and not to be passing around. We will not have people who sit in America here and know nothing about that country want to tell you that this person is this or that person is this. No, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So Joe Boakai is a very sick man. He's not going to do anything for our people in that country. We will not, talk about Joe Boakai want to be president. We will expose him. Yes, we will expose him. We will expose him. All right? I'm not here to come talk about we are accomplishment. I don't work for we are. I don't work for we are. I'm not here to come talk about we are accomplishment. You need we are accomplishment. Go call the people who work for we are. When I came here to open my show, I didn't say I'm here representing we are. No, the days I used to run the we are show, that day is over. All those days are gone. I'm here to tell you, like I said from the beginning of the show, Boakai Saleh, former CDC chairman, all right? Former CDC chairman is now working for the We Are administration. And all I ask the We Are people, you ask your administrators to show to the Liberian people how much Boakai Saleh is going to be paid, because he mentioned that. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to say, oh, I'm going to do this for the CDC government. No. Do I know that somebody represents CDC government? No. You go out there. You are Liberian. See, that's why you're not in touch. Thomas, you're not in touch. And let me just take a break and read you coming here. The young man you're put in power, not going to work. Well, I don't know. He's not going to work. Well, that's something that you need to talk about. But we see the young man in the street doing what he does best. At least we can see. Boakai cannot be seen. Man, are you now supporting We Are? Yes or no? I'm not supporting We Are. I'm just trying to tell you what We Are is doing. Because from day one, I said, if We Are does the right thing, I will come here and support We Are. If We Are does the wrong thing, I will say, yeah. But you don't get it, especially you, Thomas. You don't get it. I'm not here to come open your hair. I'm not a surgeon to open your hair to put it in there. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I said fundamentally from day one, if he does the right thing, I will commend. If he does the wrong thing, I will criticize him. And that's what I'm doing here. All right? So I'm not here. Going down the road here, let me see here is, are Liberians better off than they were 4 years ago? Well, I would say Liberians were not even better off 4 years ago. They were worse. And that's why Joe Boakai did not get elected. Yes? Liberia were not even better off when Ellen were in the diaspora causing trouble for us. When you were sitting down here and we were in Liberia, that's what you're supposed to ask yourself. Randy, when you were in Liberia and I was in the country enjoying, were you better off? Why you left that country and came over here? Because you knew that country had been fucked up, so your people picked you up and brought you here. So the country been fucked up a long time ago. Years ago, from 1847, that country been fucked up. Every time the elephant and the grass fight, the two elephants fight, the grass suffers, right? But you guys that belong to the elephant group, they will bring you, the elephant will put you on the back. They're fighting. So which group do you belong to? Talking about 4 years ago. I belong to the grass. When the two elephants fight, I belong to the grass. I'm the one who been suffering. From 1847, the two elephants been fighting. But you guys got that easy pathway and left that country. And then you want to come here and want to identify yourself with things that you don't understand. Just remain the elephant who will be the grass. Joe Boakai chose to be the elephant, and that's why the grass refusing. And the grass will refuse Joe Boakai again. You see, Cummings came to Liberia as an elephant. He never came as a grass. That's why he hanging all with the same elephant of people who destroyed that country. And that's why they will not become president. Even you, Thomas, you bring anybody else, that person can be president. But not those guys over there. Those guys are elephants who want to destroy the grass in the country. They don't give a damn. You see in America here, when the two elephants fighting, the Republican and the Democrat, in the case of the donkey versus the elephant, they fight a very good battle because they know the grass are the citizens of the country. And for any reason, when they start crushing them, they will get rid of them. So they're very careful how they fight here. So the two elephants in my scenario in America, they are very careful where they fight their battle. Where they fight their battle. That's what they do. So in Liberia over there, when you see people jumping out of that place, running away and come here and you say anything, ask yourself, are you part of the grass community or are you part of the elephant community? Many of the elephants around here, they don't care what happened in the country over there. They don't care. They see Boakai, sick man. Oh, put a man there because they're not on that ground where that battle is taking place. They don't live there. But they want the people to go there. They are not elephant. They are not the grass. I'm concerned about the people who are the grass, my brother. All right? So until the grass start to remain fresh and the elephants sit down and have a conversation rather than fighting, rather than sending their people abroad, rather than you guys sitting down here and talking, oh, yeah, Boakai go. Like I said yesterday when Trump was president, how many of you guys were wishing that Trump could be removed of power because you knew what Trump was coming with next? Because why? You were concerned because you live in the country here. And you know whatever Trump was going to do, it was going to affect you directly. But you know you got a man for 12 years. He couldn't convince the Liberian people of a single central message and the direction he wants to take the country in. And he got defeated. And after all the years he sat down, you're bringing him back again, giving him Johnson baby oil, putting it on your head. And the very people who are pushing him to the edge, they set it in other countries. So in case something go wrong, they fly right back here. They're doing it for Cummings. They're doing it for Ure. They're doing it for Boakai. Because they don't live there. Then you got, are we better than before? Well, worse off. And then destroy some of our future. It was only God that brought some of us here today. That we managed to get what we get. And we'll not allow that to happen to our brothers and sisters who are part of the grass. All right? So if you're part of the elephant, we'll tell the Liberian people that you're part of the elephant. And we'll make them to understand that when they're fighting, they got their children on their back. They're not on the ground like you. You got to keep dodging those heavy legs of each elephant. And in the end, they're going to crush the grass and then they'll go back and want to take charge of that country. You cannot be an advocate and run away. Dr. King was in America here fighting with the grass as the two elephants were fighting. Gandhi was in India fighting among the grass to contain the elephant. Nelson Mandela sat down in South Africa and he was part of the grass fighting the elephant. But you look at Liberian advocates then, they're all in the diaspora here. When they get ready, they sit down and show you their beautiful home. Oh, y'all go do that. Y'all go do this. What kind of people are we? When you come to the pulpit here, We hair blow dry you. We'll tell you the straight talk. You don't like it at your goddamn business. One, the country is fucked up. Two, I ain't get for damn. Three, I don't like to hear your crap. And four, I will suck it to you. I don't give a damn. The country is messed up. Because I live in the same damn country just like you. I know what it means to get out of here right now and even get a bottle of water to drink. But the man in the interior who's sitting there, you'll see your own man Sonny Boy when he read the broadcast. The room is so dark. The background looks so weird. Dirty. But you're not telling man that the environment you live in is a very bad environment. Not even your policy that the man you support will say, I can make that place better for you. You don't want to say it. But all you want is for that young man to be in that darkness and say, we are his bad, we are his this. But you got no feeling for that man. No feelings. But if you're ready to down there, you pick up the phone. Yeah, I'm working on your paper. Don't worry. The country buy off. But then when the other man send you money, what the man is sending me money for? They're begging people for money business. You are not Liberia-centric. Provide the policy that will give the men opportunity to work. Ghanaians are doing that for their people. Yes. Ghanaians are doing that for their people. All right? Ghanaians are doing that for their people. What other man say? You have lost all credibility. All you can do now is to insult. Man, Thomas, please, man. Please, Thomas. Look, Thomas, I'm not here to come argue with you yet, Thomas. All right? I'm not here to come argue with you yet. You lived in the country for all these years. Let me be personal with you, small now, Thomas. Saying you want to tell me I lost credibility. You lived in the country for all these years. Not a high school diplomat that you crossed. All right? Talking about credibility. Let me look at your academic achievement in this country now. So, guys, please freeze your emotion. Let me deal with Thomas more here. All right? Saying he want to get in it. Let's get into it now. All right? Talking about credibility. This man been in the country since 1980. What has he achieved for himself here? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing he achieved for himself. Nothing. Look at him. Look at him today. Because he's not tough enough. He's not tough enough to stand the real truth. That's why he's talking like that. And you think he's going to come say 10 years? No. Look at Thomas himself. Show us what you got, Thomas. Show us what you got. You came here, you said, in the 80s. What have you achieved that you still really behind peace of Liberian politics? Look at your peer group of friends who been here in the 80s. See what they're doing in Liberia there. See what they're doing in other countries. So what are you doing here now? What are you doing here? What are you doing here now, Thomas? What is your achievement? What are you doing now for people to know that you've been, all the year you've been, you are achieving anything? Don't go into that argument there. Again, you stand no chance in that argument, Thomas. You stand no chance in that argument, all right? And I'm not going to go there to go there with you. But I just give the people the tip of the iceberg. All the year you stay here cannot measure what you are achieving. You almost like Liberia, the older country, but got nothing to show. All the year you've been here, what have you achieved here? That you still running behind peace of teenagers around here, Thomas? What have you achieved? Show me what you have achieved. So what you have achieved? What have you achieved? Show us what you have achieved, Thomas. You got your Facebook page. Go and display it there. Let's see it. Don't sit down here and come when people are making their comment, you want to come here. You were there for 12 years supporting Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. What did you say about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? The rapper said you told Pedro we broke down the car. What did you say? Oh, because you part of the elephant now. So it was an issue for you to discuss with the Liberian people, right? Because you were part of the Ellen circle. You flew from Atlanta, Georgia, and went all the way over to go support Ellen. Just find somewhere and pull yourself. That's all you need to do, my brother. Because number one, Liberia's future is not in your path. You are in the past. You had your chance, Thomas. You came to this country here to do what you're supposed to do for yourself. You blew your opportunity. It's up to you. But don't take your frustration on the Liberian people. You had a chance. And many Liberians came here. They got a chance. And some of them are doing well than you. So just chill, my brother. Just chill. This discussion here is about the real issue that people are facing in the country. It is not about your feelings. I'm not here to please your feelings, Thomas. I'm here to make sure the Liberian people understand what they want. All right? There's nothing you can do for the country. Nothing. Absolutely nothing you, Thomas, can do for Liberia. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing you can do for Liberia. Nothing. You just hanging around to see what you can fit. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. From one Facebook after here, when people go get busy, then you go somewhere to go sit down there. Absolutely nothing you can do, Thomas. You talking about credibility? When I stood here in 2017 and said, if we are doesn't do the right thing, I will come back here and criticize we are. When I was criticizing we are, you had yourself sitting down on the show here. You couldn't wait every evening. Oh, Randy here, come on. Randy here, come on. Did you remember that time? What can you tell the people now? Oh, because I'm not pleasing you now, so I don't have credibility, right? You see how dishonest you are? That's why the condition is always like the way it is to you. When it comes to criticizing we are, then you find pleasure in calling me all the time. Oh, come on, let's do this, come on, let's do this. But when it comes to tell you that Boakai is not feeling well, Boakai is sick, Coming is not doing well, then it becomes a credibility issue. Now I know who you are now, my friend. Now I know who you are. You are being hardy. You are the wolf that been wearing those sheep clothing over there. And I can let you are a very nice guy. When you are not, my brother, I'm about the Liberian people. Like I told you, I'm not going back to that country. I said it so many times. You are asking me to go to Liberia. I'm not going there because you know what? I'm happy with what I'm doing here. I'm happy. But what will make me more happier is for the Liberian people on the ground to get what is best for them. And I will not compromise anything in regards to that. Yes, I will not compromise anything. All right? I will not compromise anything. So look, guys, that's the situation we have here. I'm not going to listen to that guy. I will address some of his comments, but he's a total loser. Think about it. From 1980, somebody been here. What can he show you? What can he show you? What can he show you from 1980s? Is he one of the guys that came here and just floating around and did nothing here? Let him be the one to tell you. Let him be the one to tell you. 1980. 1980. He came to this country. What has he achieved here? What can he relate to you to motivate you? What can he relate to you to motivate you? Nothing. So he just around on Facebook, passing around and doing all the kind of things here? No. I don't see him as a role model. I don't see him as a significant figure for me to say, oh yeah, that guy got something important to put in here. No. Even people that came here 2 years ago, the level of achievement they are accomplishing in this country is more than the man who came here in 1980. Because why? They came here, they wasn't even prepared to do anything for themselves. Passing around here, thinking that one day they were not going to break here. All right? So we got to nip it in the bud today. We got to nip it in the bud today. Yes. The brother, in my opinion, I think the brother achieved anything here. Because for 1980, it should be somebody who is well situated here, understand the situation, discuss it. But you passing all around here to say that you just came here yesterday when you've been here all the years. It's a shame. It is a shame. And you think I'm going to back down? No. I'm not going to back down, my friend. I'm not going to back down. All right? I'm not going to back down. I am not going to back down. Yes, I'm not going to back down. I know you got a message. Yes, you got a message. And it's going to hurt you from now to I don't know when. You're going to get a message. Yes, you will get a message. Do you think I'm concerned about the people on the ground? I already got my plan. We're going on the ground. We want to make sure that we tell people on the ground that God like you, they shouldn't listen to you. They should not listen to you because you fake more than anything yourself, Thomas. You're very fake. And I'm going to restrict this show down to you now. You're very fake. You are very, very fake. Yes, very, very fake. A man with just a high school diploma can't even get to an associate degree, and then you want to come and be asking people questions. What did you do all the years you were here? Let me address you now today and put it into rest. What did you achieve when you were in this country? Nothing. Nothing. Just a high school diploma, that's it. All the years you've been here, from normal days, people came in this country here and never even had paper to work, but they managed to get PhD in this country. You came here on a silver platter. Nothing you accomplished today. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right? Absolutely nothing. So just find something to do, my brother. You are not as significant as I go to website or web group that you can find yourself to go and have conversation. But I don't think you belong here. You don't belong here. Because the information that I'm disseminating here, you got no requirement to fit that, Thomas. You don't fit here. You don't fit here. 1980 and you still passing around here with nothing, just a high school diploma. That's a shame on you. That is a shame on you. Even the Darrows Dillon, the Costa that came here, the few years they've been here, look at how much progress they have made. But you've been here since 1980 and just a high school diploma, then you want to come here to come talk things here, Thomas? Shame on you, my brother. Shame on you. Total shame on you. And you talking about credibility? All right? I'm not going to bring you on. What am I going to bring you on for? I'm not going to bring you on here. No. You don't meet the criteria of coming here, Thomas. You don't meet the criteria of coming here. You are not fit to come here and have any conversation with me. Go and get those credentials and come back here. Go and get those credentials and come back here. You don't fit to sit down here to have any conversation with me, Thomas. No. No. You sucks. That's why it is. So, guys, to conclude here, let me see here. I think I've spoken enough. This evening, I will be back here and we'll present more video to you. We'll talk about Boakai incompetency and a coming ever fool himself and John Boakai. That would be the demise of coming political career. Again, Boakai is not fit to be president. He's sick, and we'll let the Liberian people know that Boakai is not the person that we should rely on. If anybody want to remove George Weah, they should be better prepared. They should come up with a political party purpose or statement. They should come out with the quality of people well-versed and experienced. They should come out. I will not sit here to have a guy who been here for almost record ages that can better get anything that you think he deserves to be at this time to come here and want to say, oh, Boakai is the president. No. With all due respect to every one of you guys, such an individual is not in the capacity to discuss anything here as far as I'm concerned. They had their time in this country. They had the opportunity to decide whether they want to go back to the library to help. They wasted it. It was a complete waste. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. They are wasting their time. Yes, they are wasting their time. We campaign and make we are president. We are proud of it. And we challenge we are all the time to do the right thing. All right? To do the right thing. They are all elephants around here, making themselves to feel better. That when they sit on Facebook, all going to be red. But when they went to that country, they ran away and came back. Because they know the people don't accept them over there. And we will speak to the people. They true hurt. And that's why we make sure that they understand it. It hurts. And you know, think about yourself. 1980, you came in this country. What did you learn? Look at yourself. Look around. Look at your accomplishment. There are some guys who left from Liberia and came here and did nothing for themselves. But now they want to use politics as a leverage cover for themselves. They cannot even stand here to get a better job. They cannot do it. To even walk to a particular place to get something, they cannot get it. They cannot get it. Because you know what? They don't meet the requirement here. Then how would they want to set the standard for other people? So what they will do? Support other corrupt people because that's their own way out. Don't allow that to happen to you. We'll meet the Liberian people, we'll tell them. We will tell them. We will tell them. We will tell them. Yes, we'll tell them. All right? We will tell them. We'll tell them the truth because the truth hurt. If I can come here and tell you that I slept in carpenter shop and slept other places because I live in a country where things were difficult. I never had a connection. So when I'm here and trying to fight my battle, make sure that people understand what it means to be part of the grass. The truth must be told. I'm not here to support Weah. I'm not here to support the opposition. I'm here to tell the truth. And that's why as long as I'm in this place, I represent what is the truth. Yes. Pastor, what you want me to call you for, Pastor? Why you want me to call you? You got my number. Give me a call, Pastor. You used to call me before, but for some reason, you backed up. I don't know. But it's up to you. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, Pastor. So, yeah. So, today we nip it in the butt. And we're not happening again. We'll be back at the evening. This is J. Randy. I'm not going to back down from anybody. All right? I'm not going to back down from anybody. Tell you the truth. Because the truth hurt. All right? The truth hurt. We came in this country. We came here for a very long time. We spent time here. So if you come on the show here, you better understand that the Liberian people come first here. The Liberian people come first. I don't need nothing from that country. I will remain here. Maybe go to South America, retire there and die there. But as long as I'm a Liberian sitting here, nobody from anywhere will come here and want to come before Liberian people while I'm sitting down here. No. You can sit down on all your Facebook platform and do all your crap because I had my time before. We camping for Weah. we made him president. We had all the numbers, and that's why we are president. And I'm proud of that history today. I can say, yes, I made we are president. Some of you guys will not make Boakai president. You can forget it. You will not make Boakai president because Boakai ain't going to be president. Cummings will likely try and he get to 2029. But for Boakai, you can forget it. That's not going to happen. Until then, you have yourself a very good day. I'm about, all right? Man, move from there, man. Thomas, let me say this to you. I feel sorry for you, my brother. I really do. I feel sorry for you. You need to find something to go do now, all right? Because I think I'm done with you now. There's nothing else that I can say. You just wasting your time now, all right? So, I see you guys. All right, you want to talk about JB issue? Yes. When you give me a call, you come, we talk, Pastor Freeman. Give me a call after this, we talk. But you got to keep calling me for us to talk. Not because I'm tough on Joe Boakai, so you want to talk to me here. Because Joe Boakai ain't going to be no president. If anybody want to beat Weah, they should come up with a better plan to defeat Weah. And we will not back down on the channel here with any distraction. You bring any distraction here, I will give it to you. Trust me, I will give it to you. You bring any distraction here. Oh, you think I'm going to block you? And you know, I blocked you for 2 years because I was on a mission. Yes. And I wanted you to regain yourself. But you never did. And you think I'm going to block you now? No, I'm not going to block you. You're going to block yourself. I'm not going to block you. You're welcome to be here. You're welcome to be here. That's you. A friend will always tell you the truth, Thomas. You are not a good friend. You are not. You pretend to be a friend, but you dig on other people. You are not sincere. So I will give you guys, I will see you guys, and I will call me, Pastor. We'll talk here. I got a lot of things to do. But give me a call after here for us to have a conversation. Those who came here early, let us be back here to have a very good conversation. A conversation that is based on the Liberian people. Not a conversation that is based on people interest, people emotion. You guys know who they are now. And you keep watching them because they are very, very insincere. They go from one platform to another trying to distract. But they know when they come here, that distraction will not go unnoticed. It will be noted and it will be addressed and will nip it in the butt. And I think that person got a lesson learned today. He got it learned today. And he's going to remember it forever and ever and ever. Yes. Yes, forever and ever and ever. You see, when somebody is out of worries and their ability to understand is gone, then it results into insult. I'm not going to scoop those to those things. There's no standard, there's no requirement compared to that person and myself. No, it makes no sense. And that's why in this country, people are paid based on their merit. See you guys. God bless you guys. I will be back here this evening. God bless you guys. Have yourself a great day. I have to do other work. Talking to the people back home. I have to meet with my guys for us to have the conversation because we're going to make things to happen for our Liberian people. We'll make sure that we stop the bleed because the grass is the one that suffers, not the elephant. Until then, have yourself a great night and God bless you guys. See you, my friend Thomas. We already know who you are, man. You're not important on the show here anymore. You are not important on the show anymore. And we can still talk in the back end. It's not bad. We can talk in the back end. At least you now know where I stand. I know where you stand. So we can still talk. And, but the truth must be told. I told you, don't mess with the Liberian people. Don't mess with our people, man. You myself live in the country. Right after here, you can pick up the phone. I can pick up the phone. All right? I know JMB went running yesterday in Kagata. He was very healthy. You got a video to show me? Because this is the second person I'm making this on here. Show me the video. You type me the video. Let me see. And when he went running, I want to see. Show me the video. I want to see that video of Joe Boakai. But for over what? 9 months, you just see Joe Boakai running out of 12 months, and we're going into the 9th month, and Joe Boakai running, and that's something you're proud of. That's not what we want. Joe Boakai must be out there all the time. Until then, you have a great day. It's 12:34. Got stuff to do. Bye, guys. He brought in a pastor. Joe Boakai made a lot of promises during his campaign, and that pastor was not there. He came out and said he will create more jobs. He came out and said he will fight Cush. He said they should give him the power to deliver. But the year is coming to an end, and Joe Boakai is unable to deliver nothing for the Liberian people. So what did he do? He brought in a pastor to come and bamboozle the mind of the Liberian people by bringing in a prosperity gospel pastor who will give the people hope that there will be financial wealth, there will be financial prosperity. But he's wrong. Joe Boakai has failed. He failed to deliver. And the only option he has is to bring a pastor to come and pray for the people. To come and pray for the people. So Boakai has not been able to deliver nothing for the entire year. What do you think the pastor will do? Because he knows the Liberian people are weak when it comes to Christianity. And Christianity, they will use it against them. So that's what he did. He brought the pastor in to show to the Liberian people that, oh, I'm bringing the guy in, he will come and pray for us. But Joe Boakai is deceiving the people because he has failed. He has failed. There are pastors in Liberia. So why Joe Boakai cannot bring a Liberian pastor to pray? Because many of the Liberian pastors are not into gospel prosperity preaching. The Nigerians are known for gospel prosperity preaching. That is why he decided to bring that guy in. The man is a failure. Joe Boakai is a failure. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has promised. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has said that he has delivered upon. Even his national development agenda that's supposed to drive the arrest. He is yet to even complete the draft copy of that. Am I lying here again? If new finance minister came out and said, we will draft the national development agenda, but now it should have been up for people to start looking at. This old man sat down for 6 years for Jesus Christ's sake, and he was not able to read one page of his national development agenda. Nothing. Nothing. He is a very incompetent old man that only got elected because people see his age. But his age means nothing. His age only telling you that he only existing among us as one of the oldest person. But there's nothing in his brain. Absolutely nothing. The old man is president today, and our country IQ has gone below standard. Everything that Joe Boakai touches, it dies. LPMC is not existing today. The Liberal Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank is not existing today. The YNCA he served on is not existing today. LPRC nearly died, but Amos Sawyer had to fire him. That's the kind of man you're dealing with there today. In the midst of this year, he's unable to deliver the promises he made. He had to come back and even begging the military. The weird men that he used to overlook. We are not dead. We are not that. We are meeting the payment structure. They came in and started to just get rid of people here and there. He had traveled to all the other workshops. There are other countries that are striking deal. Cote d'Ivoire is building a super high train or railroad system. All these people that went to the different workshops in America here. You've seen the result now in the different African countries. They are signing documentations. But Liberia is yet to receive one thank you letter for showing up. Because they know the Papa they call Joe Boakai, he work for them. He work for them. The people made a super mistake. Never see an old man and think that he knows it all. He knows nothing. Very incompetent old man. The thing is going into the 3rd week now. And the Boakai man just sitting down over there. I mean, what wrong with the old man, man? What wrong with the old man? People that voted for the old man, were they in their right mind? This old man is very incompetent. Joseph Boakai throughout his life never got to any position by means of election. Joseph Boakai had been in all the different roles. People brag about him by appointment. And nothing productive he did in no appointment roles. So he had no idea about leadership. Because he did not succeed in a role. He failed. He became a failure. So as far as Joseph Boakai recognizing any activity that has a higher risk of creating a stall in a process, Mr. Boakai does not understand these things. Because he never served in any leadership role. Minister of Agriculture, he failed. He had no proven record, no trial record. Nobody can relate to Joe Boakai's record. Nobody. He failed. Resident Managing Director, nobody know his story. He failed. Even before Ellen called him to be vice president, he was over the YMCA. He failed. Yeah, my brother, I see the video here. I see the video here. He failed. All right? He failed. So there's nothing the old man can do. Y'all see Joe Boakai failure. It's right before your eyes right now. Before he used to talk, you used to see him from a far distance. But Joe Boakai is right before your face now. That old man got no idea about leading. I'm sorry that some of you guys will feel that, oh, you're not respecting. No, I'm not insulting the old man here. I'm just telling you about the old man incapability. All right? Lack of capability, lack of experience, lack of quality. He had nothing that lead to leadership. I know some of you guys will respect the old man just by looking at his old age. But we have to first separate Joe Boakai's age from his leadership. His age, we respect his age. But as far as being a leader of the country called Liberia or any country, this old man has no skills, nothing whatsoever. I'm not lying to you guys. Can you imagine the mental office since January, man? Not a single report has come out from Joe Boakai. Not a single report. So say, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Joe Boakai, National Development Plan. That you myself can look into and say, yes, the public can see you now. You're talking about this. Nothing has been given to Joe Boakai. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. The year is coming to an end. The old man has nothing to show. Una his age. It was a mistake. Let Joe Boakai come on and tell us, look, guys, I failed you guys for the year. Will he ever admit to that? Nothing. You are looking at a defeated and incompetent old man. The old man taking almost 365 days. I mean, this year's a leap year. 366 days to figure out what he really want to do. But this is an old man who sat down for 6 years and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now he president, he got no clue. He doesn't even know where to start. But he had wasted a lot of money though. He came to Dallas, he came to attend some kind of investment workshop. We are yet to see anything in Liberia. Nothing. So then why he came here? Why did he come here for? And not too long after he returned, he went to South Korea. What did he do? Nothing. Jabba holding a holiday, taping a holiday. Who the hell care for Joe Boakai taping a holiday? Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guys that Daryl Dillon, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guys that direct alone, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in a know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. People are so happy to celebrate his birthday with you guys. But here is the catch. I told you guys that Joseph Boakai age meant nothing for you, right? So he celebrated all his birthdays in the past based on the 42-year experience they have been talking about. That's good. You see, God did not make mistake with Joe Boakai. God know that Joe Boakai is a failure. So what did he do? He put Joe Boakai birth month at the very end of the year. So putting things into context right now, Joe Boakai took office in January. There are 365 days in a year, but this year it is 366 days. So Joe Boakai took office in January. Today, we are around 312 days since Joe Boakai took office. And the only thing that is incompetent, true hate, give me this country,
break our people, you know. So y'all need to pay attention to this. Oh, when I be telling y'all in Liberia, there one day y'all will be sitting down in Liberia, they will sell that country. You will not even know that country is being sold because the world is getting tired of Liberia and its level of corruption. When that Capitol building burned down, I wanted to see it all over the news because like Liberian Capitol building on fire also. But you see the people then covering it. Because why? Everything in Liberia, the people they already know. So if the world not taking us seriously, that means the world tired of Liberian people just being foolish in that country we call Liberia. So it really speaks volume. Yes, the fire that occurred in Ghana, yeah, that's a big deal. We're talking about a place that, you know, 30,000 plus employees, workers, people earn their money, people eat, take care of their families by selling those clothes, you know. So it's a big deal. That's over 30,000 Ghanaians out of job. You understand what I'm saying? Over 30,000 Ghanaians out of job. But I bet you, watch, the Ghanaian government will come up with something for those people, something to fix it. But in Liberia there, Liberia, y'all can burn the whole Capitol building and the world not even paying attention to it. That's scary, my Liberian people. That tells me that you're in Liberia joking too much. You're joking. The positions your guy in Liberia that you'll be playing with. So everything is like, let me just benefit from the positions, because that's how we are, Liberians. We just want to benefit. So right now, our Liberian government officials that are in power now, they got positions, but they're just trying to benefit from the positions, not to work. The world is seeing the unseriousness of the Liberian people and the Liberian government. So you really need to get it together in Liberia, because what we saw happen in Ghana is on the news. What I saw happen in Liberia was not on the news. That's telling us something, Liberian people. That's telling us something. So me, I thank God that no one died in Ghana from this fire. I thank God that my Ghana people were safe. Although we saw the videos, we saw people crying, people, you know, all over the place, because, I mean, that your whole life in front of you so now burned. And in Africa, we don't have insurance. You know, in America, when these type of things occur, you lose, but you still got insurance. When the Me Too movement occurred, the Black Lives Matter, downtown Portland, chaotic. So many stores were raided, destroyed. I interviewed so many business owners, and I'm telling you, majority of them, although they were sad, because at the end of the day, this is some of your hard work, but at least they had hope, because insurance will help them to renovate or to bring it back. But in Africa, Africa, no insurance. So our market women, then they lose. Our market men, they lose. No one gonna give them no extra money, no help coming from nowhere, none of that. And these are the things we got to fight for. So the market women, and these are the type of things that we got to fight for. You know, it will not occur if the market women then fighting for, you know, or men. And so these are things we got to fight for. Even at our markets, we need to establish some level of insurance for the market, you know, where when your goods burn like that, you know, you will still get some money. Back home, car hit your child, car hit you, no money coming to you, no compensation coming to you. You go. The person said I hate you, said they didn't even care, said they hate you. Most likely, they're ready to fight you. You know, so when the government in Africa, again, I'm not on the government side, but I'm not against my people back home, because it's both ways. When it comes to the struggle we're facing back in Africa, it's the citizens and the government. We all being a problem here. Now, what I've learned back home due to the lack of trust, from especially in Ghana, well, Liberia part a different story. You know, when I say especially in Ghana, trust me, Liberia means that Liberia is above. You know, Liberia is way above the corruption, so we can't even compare Liberia anymore. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Liberia is getting to the point where you can't even compare Liberia when you're talking about corruption, because Liberia is not a regular corrupt nation. The country is just soaked, and they're okay with that. So Liberia on a connection, corruption is kind of like the Liberian people think it's so okay, you know? So they're the one putting those people in there. They're the one fighting for them, you know? So Liberian people on a corruption is a very sad corruption, because Liberians, we are lacking to educate ourselves. So you see, in Ghana, they are educating the young Ghanaians. So the young Ghanaians are catching up. But in Liberia, we leaving the young people there behind. No education. You get what I'm saying? Yes, yes, yes. So what I'm trying to say here is, Liberia, you need to be careful. The fire outbreak that occurred in Ghana, it was on the news. That tells me that Ghana is building a strong connection with America. Liberia, you'll not lose your connection with America. That's what I'm learning. They didn't show the Capitol building, Leroy.
Oh no.
Liberia, you're losing your connection with America. The American people sick, or you got it. People just getting tired of the Liberian government.
The constant corruption.
The constant corruption. Nothing can work. No, I mean, everything is corrupt in the country. People, yes. You go to the country, you know straight Liberia is a corrupt nation. Sex trafficking, human trafficking, you're kidding me? You know how deep that is in Liberia? Because Liberian, you don't care about the youth. Somebody can just count you're selling the children. And I'm telling you the truth. We're not here to talk bad about our country. Oh. The same way we'll be talking good when good comes. Let's talk about the bad things that are occurring and you're ignoring. So therefore, Liberia Capitol building, no American people care about that. So it tells me that your international ministry in Liberia, the people that are supposed to be creating that international bond, they're not doing fine for you guys in Liberia. Nothing at all. All you're doing, you're just travel, you'll take pictures because you're yearning for that life. So when you get that life, instead of you're working, that the life you won't live. You all won't be celebrated. You all want to be taking pictures around here. You all want to do this, but then you're not working. So your brain there, it's not up to par. And when you're smart, you will know that's also foolishness you're doing in our country, calling it you're working. Because we've seen the result, even from the international world. People getting sick of Liberia. The corruption too deep in Liberia. And you guys are okay at the difference between Liberia and other countries. You see how the Ghanaian people fought? They brought that man back for a reason. But y'all brought Joseph Boakai back just to bring Joseph Boakai back. Many of you didn't vote for Joseph Boakai because the man has proven that he can work for you guys. Y'all didn't vote for Joseph Boakai because y'all know what Joseph Boakai can do. And that's the truth. Y'all voted for Joseph Boakai because y'all don't know a damn thing and y'all okay with the level of corruption. So y'all will vote for anybody that is okay with giving your handouts. Liberia, we are far behind. It will be so hard to get Liberian people on board because you're okay with the corruption. You're okay with the corruption. The people that are not okay with corruption in Liberia, just small. So the world is not seeing Liberia like it's supposed to. It's not seeing Liberia. Liberian people, y'all can see with your own two abonnés. You know, with your own two abonnés, y'all can see the level of corruption and how high it's rising in Liberia. The corruption not ending. The people that are getting richer, the poor people are poorer. If they were poor in 2014, they're poorer in 2024, 25. So nothing in Liberia is elevating for Liberian people. And that's the truth. Y'all can say that in Liberia, yeah, we only got a few handful of Liberians that lavish in life. They can travel, they can do this, but at the end of the day, what are they even doing in the country? What exactly they're doing? Benefiting? You know, you got a lot of young people, so entertainment. So the ones that are supposed to bring change, you're just sucking out of the young people. The small money, the young people that can go sleep around some money for, can go hustle some money for, they're bringing it to you. You're taking it from them. You know, do you know how ignorant you got to be when you as a young person in Liberia, we're not working, but you can take $15 US. $15 and you go pay to go into an event. Then that $15 now, when you finish now, you finish. So the Liberian people over there that should be helping you, they too, they're sucking out of you. So that all they bring into the young people in Liberia, more and more parties. Let's party, Liberian people. This season, this gathering, that do. That all you're doing, that the young people there, like, all you're like, yay. All of you. So that's what they bring into you guys, eh? Let's take y'all to the nightclub. When Ghanaian youth are doing something better. But let's take, y'all go to the nightclub now. Y'all go hustle there. They say when you go to the club, the bars in Liberia, you will be surprised how many Liberian girls just sitting down there looking for men. It's a full-time job in Liberia. And this is something that's serious. How common prostitution is in Liberia. Prostitution is so natural in Liberia that you're so okay with that. Government official there, you're doing prostitution. You're sleeping with the girls. You're turning girls into prostitute. That way you can fight for any of those things because I have many of you making your extra money. Sex trafficking, a big deal in Liberia. Up to now, you still can count for the 500 kids that went missing in 2012. You still can count for those kids. Liberian government is useless. They need to dismantle the entire Liberian government and tell that country, look, So y'all see Ghana were on the news. CNN is covering Ghana. But Liberian people, let me see. Like who is responsible in Liberia for international affairs? Because when you see the Ghanaian people that are responsible for international affairs, it shows that they're working. Liberian people, y'all listen to this. For your building to catch on fire in Liberia, and we didn't see the news, the noise on that, huh? It tells me that whoever is handling your international sector, you need to fight to remove those people. But you can do that in Liberia. You know why? Because that's not your focus. That's not your focus. Your focus is, let us go party. Let's go party. Party, party, party. Young people partying, old people partying, everybody partying. But as soon as you finish partying, then you're done. Liberia needs to be named. I'm telling you guys. It needs to be named Africa's most corrupt nation. I don't even know which nation is corrupt more than Liberia. And you know Liberia is corrupt because of the neglect of the youth. That's how you know when I tell you Liberia corrupt, because of how the young people are treated in Liberia. You get me? There is no way you will not put the young people first if you care for your country. No government does that. But only Liberia, y'all don't put the young people first. Y'all will shut the whole university down and just not do what you need to do. Y'all don't care whether the kids going to school, whether they got to take exam. No. The timing suck. Because the people that are planning the thing for y'all, they don't know a damn thing in our country. I'm telling y'all, they will sell Liberia one day. Because Liberia is filled with incompetent leaders. When you're talking about incompetent leader, Liberia is the image of incompetent leaders. And I can be 100% toe-to-toe with any Liberian leader. You are incompetent. Most likely, you are incompetent. You're not doing no work in that country. You're not doing, look at what Yombuli Kanga. Yombuli Kanga is a senator in Liberia. A senator, and not just a senator. The one is the head. Let me tell you, Yombuli Kanga. Oh, Liberian people, what's wrong with y'all? They like the people that can be rubbing poo-poo in your faces. The level of ignorance that high, that y'all can fight for the right things in Liberia. Yombuli Kanga is talking about giving how much US dollars to 100 Liberians. $5. This lady is a senator. Y'all should ban these people name from doing that crap. Charisma. That all charisma do. Oh, I giving you a scratch card. I give giveaway. Nobody cares for those things. Get the job done. Why are you creating giveaway? That's how you help the people? So the people then bring you there so you can use some of your paycheck to do more giveaway. That your solution in Liberia? That your solution in Liberia? Let me get into power. In fact, help me get in power. You hear me? All the young people then y'all fight for me, When I gain power, then I will use the money they're giving me. Instead of me paving way for y'all, no. I will buy more scratch card for y'all, okay? I will buy more. That's the mindset y'all got in Liberia. And that's an ignorant mindset. And you call those type of people leaders? They undermine Liberia. That's why you accept those type of leaders. A woman like what? Nobody will put that type of lady in position. That just got online, not even the adequate degree. They didn't even complete. And you're putting people in like that. Then how will they fight for you guys on an international level? They know what they're doing? They know what they're doing? So you're not caring about the youth? That's why I said Liberia is the most corrupt nation on the planet. Because Liberian people, I don't know any country that neglect its youth like Liberia has. I don't even know how come America is based in Liberia. Huh? We got American embassy in Liberia, and you're not sanctioning all those government officials for neglecting young people in Liberia. And that should be the crime you need to put on Liberian leaders. If you're looking for crime to convict Liberian leaders, that should be the crime right there. Neglecting of the youth of Liberia should be a crime. And you're giving them peace, Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, I get it. That's why Nigeria moving Madam Salif Nobel Peace Prize. Because the people there waking up. People are waking up and noticing that, hold up. You got a Nobel Peace Prize. What change exactly in terms of empowering the Liberian people have you established? You can do a lot more than what you did. But they're giving our people Nobel Peace Prize as they are neglecting, because why? They did what they wanted them to do for them. Not because they're changing the game. They just did exactly what the people then wanted to do. And I'm telling you the damn truth. Because to get Nobel Peace Prize, you have to bring a level of change. And I get it, I get it, You know, I get it. People know that Madam Sally, not small woman. She not do a lot worldwide. She not do a lot for Liberia. She fought for women peace. Y'all don't get it. Some of us don't see that as much because of the level of resources she had. Madam Salif could have changed the game for Liberia. And that the truth there. Madam Salif could have switched the game in Liberia. Madam Salif regime could have bounced Liberia back after the war because she received the most money apart from Samuel Kedo. Madam Salif received too much money and that's how ignorant Liberian people are. And yes, to go put Joseph Boakai back, all because the man said what? Oh, we squander your money, so yeah, oh, let's forgive him. You must sit down there and be destroying your children and lives. So giving people that Nobel Peace Prize, what massive change they brought to Liberia when the young people in Liberia, almost 70+% of Liberia's population is left behind. What change you bringing? What change? Charles Taylor himself said it. Charles Taylor said, I regret. If there is one thing I regret not helping the young people in Liberia. At least Mr. Criminal Charles Taylor admitted that. And that is the truth. And that one too, he said, y'all won't bring him back because he said that. So that what Charles Taylor said, he regrets. One of his most regrettable moments is not bringing Charles, helping the young people, or was not helping the young people. He neglected the young people that fought for him. He gave guns to, he did this to, he neglected them when he came into power. And that's no change on what you're doing in our country. You're still neglecting the young people, just like Charles Taylor. All of y'all, your Charles Taylor mindset, you're forgetting about the young people. You'll get into power and you'll forget. You'll tell them to wait for y'all to eat all the money first, for y'all to get, oh, hold on. Y'all will do giveaways. So y'all voting for government officials then so they can get your giveaways in Liberia? Y'all the young Liberians? Eh? You the young Liberians, y'all waiting? That giveaway y'all voting for people for in Liberia? Y'all voting because they're giving y'all giveaway. So y'all voted Karishma, so Karishma can increase the giveaway for y'all? Then your stupidity bigger than your problem. And that's the fact. Then y'all continue to sit down there because internationally, you guys can be having a lot of opportunities and resources. But y'all sit down there. What's up, Robert Plum McNeil? Y'all sit down there and y'all vote for people so they can get your scratch card. They can get your small chain like what her name did. Yombly Kanga. You know how many of you Liberians were underneath Yombly Kanga post? Because she said she would get you $5 each. 100 people $5. almost 50,000+ reaction. Liberian people, you're under there. Because the mostly should get your $5 each. And many of you young people, because some of y'all lazy the hair. You're lazy, you don't want work, you just want free. And I can say this to any young Liberian. I told you last year, 2025, if you're not supporting our organization, you're not pushing. Like yesterday, I posted for you to use the flyer as your. If you don't have my flyer, the Kona Oil Show flyer, don't come be asking us for help. And that's just the truth. Because you just feel entitled to stuff. You just want people to help you, but you don't want to go that extreme to build it. Because you're okay with just easy handouts. So you don't be putting me in your thing there if you're not willing to support. If even you're tagging me in your stuff, I will start removing the tags. And I mean that I will start removing my tags, my name off of that stuff. Because you're using my brand to promote you guys, but are you promoting my brand? So don't be tagging me under your post. And even if you're a DJ finance volunteer and you are not active, you're not supporting, your profile is not changing, don't come bother me. Don't bother us. We're looking for serious people, not people that just want to take. Because that's all you're doing in Liberia there. That's all you're doing. That's what the people there taking advantage of you guys. Because they know you are desperate and you will accept anything they bring to you guys. Anything at all. So you're quick to hop from one place to the other. Hop. So some all about open now. And I really want to bring positive mindset. The mindset of you're not going to take from me. You're going to help us build. Because what we're building, you will benefit. So why you want to just sit down and make excuses like, oh, I can go here, I don't have minutes. I can go here, I don't have transportation. But time for giveaway. Then all of y'all coming underneath it because you're looking for something, eh? That is the mindset of poverty. And if you live in that ignorant mindset where you just chasing poverty whole day, people will continue to play with your intelligence. They will continue to take advantage of you, the young people. Because 70+% of young Liberians, you don't know your power. You don't know your power. You don't know your power. The whole country can shut down. The whole government system can shut down if the majority of the young Liberians stand up. You can shut that whole government down. But you don't have strong people in Liberia. One day some of us will get there to kind of give you that. I will just blow the strength. Yeah? I pray God will give me a big bag with air filled with my strength and my energy and my no nonsense taking. And I will just blow it over the young people. Because you need strength and you need smarts. Your brain got to work with your energy. Because you, the young Liberians, you sitting over there. And I'm talking to you, the young Liberians. You're sitting over there. Some of you focus on nonsense. Some of you under here right now, you'll be thinking about what somebody wearing. Instead of you worrying about how you can better your lives in Liberia. That's what some of you will be worrying about. The young Liberians, many of you, your mindset is small. Yawa, small mindset. You guys don't want to think outside of the box. So that why you got criminals they're thinking for you. Criminals. So you, the young people in Liberia, you can shut down the whole damn government. If you really know the power you possess. And we're not talking about people coming from America to take you in the street before you go in the street. Wherever you are in Liberia, you don't have smart young people there that are capable, that know the law and know what to do. I always say this to the young Liberians. The power you got, the change we're looking for in Liberia is in your hands. But you don't know it yet. You didn't even know that you could remove Darius Dillon. You get what I'm saying? You think once you vote these lawmakers then in, they're supposed to stay in for life. You can't vote them out. You can't remove them. That's a damn lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. You citizens, you have the power to remove any of those criminals. Especially you, the young people, because the world will listen to you when you really say, we are fed up. But you're not fed up yet because you're encouraging corruption and ignorance. You want quick money. All of you want to be rich. So anybody that come and can give you any small money, then you're taking it. You're spreading corrupt people to the young people in Liberia. You, the comedians. Liberian comedians. Some of you, you're a yawa. Some of you, I don't even know what I'm supporting. Because you're money. You're taking money from criminals and encouraging young Liberians to support those criminals. How ignorant are you? Because you're desperate for quick money. So criminals can just go to Liberia and get your poo-poo change. And you will sell your whole future and your children and your great-great-great-grandchildren and future. When you have platforms for you to push education, we would love to see Liberian comedians doing history, talking about Liberian history, talking about these criminals. Y'all talk about those things, but you don't be promoting criminals in Liberia. What's wrong with you guys? I will mention your name one day, especially this particular bunch of comedians. Y'all are pushing these criminals in Liberia with your skits. How well y'all care about Liberia? How well y'all care about Liberia when you're pushing these criminals with your skits? Because they're giving you money? Because they're supporting your arts? It should always be Liberia first. It should always be Liberia first. And when somebody come to you, the comedian in Liberia, and say, I want you to do this for me, do you even do research on that person? Or you just jump your country desperate self then up and say, okay, I will do it. Oh, what you want us to do? That's what you're doing because you're desperate for money. You're desperate for help. So you're selling your damn souls. So if criminals come to Liberia and get your money, you're spreading that criminal all over the country. But you care so much about Liberia. But like criminals, you're pushing to the people. Do you guys do your research to know what that person is about? Or you just jump out and say, I'm getting mad. The person not pay me. The man giving me money. So I will support him. The woman giving me money. So I will support her. It should be the future of Liberia. You got to put the country first. The same thing you're expecting of the government official. You, the Liberian citizen, you need to show us that too. That in Liberia there. So when I watch Liberian comedians, some of you, you're using your comedy skit to promote criminals, then it's telling me that these people are confused. You're only doing things for today, not for tomorrow. Because if you're doing things for tomorrow, you will not be promoting criminals. You're only doing it for today because all of you looking for quick, come up. But think about your children and friends. What you're doing? You get opportunity to do good things. Don't promote criminals. Because they're giving you money? How much money? Will that money be able to change your life right away? Will you be able to buy your own house today? Will they do that for you? No. They're giving you a small change that you can just do enough. And then you're broke again. Because that's the mindset of crooks. So I guess sick to my stomach when I see Liberian comedians that should be promoting history, promoting good things. Talk about the criminals then. Like, you know what? My people, let me tell you about standing with us. Y'all can't hear. Let's talk about standing with us. That man there, and y'all know the comedian's kid are talking about. I will not call your name because I respect one of your guys in there. But y'all need to get it together. Sitting over there promoting standing with us on your platform because you're desperate for help. So you're promoting criminals. Y'all don't do your research when people come to you guys. Do your research. Liberian comedians, when people come to you to say, promote this, do your research on that person. Y'all stop pushing negative people to the Liberian people. Y'all stop that. All in the name of, they're giving me money. They're giving me help. They're giving me support. Y'all stop pushing criminals to the Liberian people. Because tomorrow, Like your children and your great-great-grandchildren and future you're playing with so in Liberia. Just stop pushing criminals. I was so sick to my stomach seeing Liberians, comedians pushing a man like Stanton Witherspoon. What were y'all? The desperateness that's bad? That you're selling the Liberian people's souls because of quick change? Because what y'all think when you're supporting criminals in Liberia and spreading those criminal messages to the Liberian people? You're selling your souls. You're selling your souls and the future of your families. And y'all be the signal, oh, we Liberia, and y'all think the small break you're gonna get is worth that? It really is? No. Y'all stop allowing people to go in the villages and fool you because they're giving you a quick change. So they want you to promote their criminal activities. Y'all need to be better than that because you guys claiming your love Liberia. So if you love Liberia, you will stand up. Other countries are pushing positive words and speaking against criminals. Other people are speaking against criminals. They're using their skits to speak against criminals. But Liberian comedians are so damn afraid because all day you're taking money from those lawmakers now. The same government officials that who you're taking money from. So you can say fine about them. Desperate people, even when some of you got the opportunity to stand up for what's right, you'll sell out because you want more money for yourselves. And you're forgetting about the future of Liberia. Just stop promoting these criminals because they're giving you their pocket change. You don't see their children living in Liberia. You don't see their children there where you're going to what they're going through. The children they can travel. If you see officials children in Liberia, it's because they choose to be there. But most likely they not go to school outside Liberia. They went here. Only a few of your people there in Liberia there with their kids and families. So you must sit down there and be supporting these criminals and promoting their criminal activities because they're giving you bags of rice. Because they're giving you small packet change. You're selling the future of Liberia because of what you're doing. You've been selling Liberia with your ignorance. You've been selling Liberia with your selfishness. You've been selling Liberia with your corrupt beliefs. You've been selling the country. That you're the Liberian citizen there. I'm watching, I see you. The very people that are supposed to be fighting for what's right because you're the one struggling. That you're the one supporting those criminals. Because we're seeing it. We're seeing how you're selling your souls to promote criminals. Because they're giving you small money. But where that money will go, because you're forgetting to know that at the end of the day, if those people don't do what's right by Liberia, even the small money they're giving you, it will end up finishing. It will end up finishing because the people there will continue to dig into the corruption in Liberia and they will use you with your small brand ambassador deal that they be giving you. When you buy your small fan air conditioner, you fix your room there, your apartment there up or your houses there, you think you're not arrived. You're doing big things in Liberia. You go sit down, man. When you guys know fully well what's going on in our country. Anyway, let me leave you. So I just want to say I thank God, thank you for the Ghana, for all the people that sold at that market. They didn't die, nobody died, no one got, badly hurt. And I'm talking about the fire outbreak that happened to Cantonmento in Ghana, okay? The place the fire occurred, that place has over 30,000 workers. Can you imagine, Leroy? If that fire occurred in the daytime, 30,000 plus people. And we went there when we went to Ghana. Remember the place I told you to go buy Dokafle? I told you that's why I used to come to buy my Dokafle. I want to show you.
Yeah.
Where they sell all the used clothes.
Yeah.
The whole area that just used clothes, that's the area that burned.
Not Carnation Bunker.
Not Carnation. It kind of, yeah.
Name McKelvey.
It's been, Leroy, please, man. Look at my husband knowing Ghana. Talk about Nimba.
Not the place with all the Z.
So that ain't there. You get me in? Liberian people, you're focused on what's important in Liberia. Liberia, I would say, is the most corrupt nation that I know in the world. Because I don't know any country that after 2 decades, going to 3+ decades of Liberian civil war ending, they still treating the young people like the war just ended yesterday. They can't get it together. The people them will gain a chance. The Liberian people will keep trusting them. While they're getting richer, and they're flaunting it in front of the poor people's faces. But they're telling the poor people, wait for us. Continue to vote for us because we're giving you good giveaway. Only Liberia, the young people will be that gullible for giveaways. That means they were neglecting you in that country. You get me in? So you, the young Liberian, you need to wake up. You wake up and stop selling your souls. You start using your platform then to raise positive awareness, not to promote criminals because they're not getting your food. You understand me? Stanton Witherspoon can give the whole Liberian nation food. You're selling your souls. Because tomorrow, what he will get back from you will not even believe it. You'll stop being ignorant in our country and you'll go educate yourself. You'll stop being desperate in Liberia and you'll support to build more. Or else, you will continue to put your hand between your legs and keep waiting for the world to come change Liberia. Everybody will help Liberians, but Liberians themselves. We need more good people that want change in Liberia than the ones that want to eat from Liberia. You're only putting people into power that want to eat. You can find people that really want to do the job because they're passionate, because they care. We don't have those people in the Liberian, really? Is that really what Liberia wants to say, that Liberia lacks government, like good people? That's not true. Oh, so now you're getting to the government position, you'll become evil. Is that really what it is? You can be good. So now they put you there, then you'll become evil. What's happening? Liberia neglecting the youth. No education, no health care, and I know what I'm talking about. Young people sick in Liberia, they go to the hospital, they stay there. What food? I see hospital bed in Liberia. That hospital there you'll be in? JFK there? Y'all call those things hospitals? Oh yeah, oh you can't compare Liberia to America. Nobody is comparing Liberia to America. We are comparing Liberia to Liberia. Liberia deserves better than what Liberia is getting. So I'm not comparing Liberia to America. I'm not comparing Liberia to Ghana. I'm not comparing Liberia to no country. I'm comparing Liberia to Liberia. Today, the Liberia we know should have been better than what it is now. Even though we went through a decade plus of civil war. But Liberians have received too much help. Too much financial assistance. I mean, the Ghana government said the Liberian people must leave Ghana and go to Liberia. Do you know what it takes for Liberia to never be the one to suggest that to Ghana? Liberian people, do you guys understand that means that the Liberian people over there don't give a shit about y'all? That Ghanaian people wanted y'all to leave. The Liberian government, now one day, did they call Ghana and say, hey, Ghana, today, dear, I want my Liberian people back. We have fixed Liberia. We have a place for them now. They are our people. The war came, the war destroyed us, but we never forgot about our people. If Ghanaian people didn't kick Liberian people out of that country, you will still not give a hood rat. You will just leave, neglect Liberians to be in Ghana with no ounce of care. Because in Liberia, you give a hood rat. You're too busy making money for yourselves. And that's just how it goes. Even Liberia were not ready for Liberians after 20 plus years of the civil war ended. You're still not ready for your citizens. You know how many times they gave Liberian people money to leave Ghana? The Liberian government is still not prepared for Liberians. Many Liberians that left Ghana in Liberia, they are struggling. They've gotten on drugs. That one y'all can sell in Liberia for affordable price. Oh yes. Drugs in Liberia more expensive than condoms. I mean more cheaper than condoms. Pencil is more expensive than go and buy your drugs so you can be like a damn zombie. That's why you can fix Liberia, because you're making too much money out of the corruption. People coming from outside, going to Liberia, just infusing drugs, making money out of the people. How? Small country like that, of course y'all know what happening. Y'all see a daylight. So we got young Liberians that can afford to go buy pills. They can afford to go buy dope, they call it, right? Or whatever they call it. Young Liberians, but they cannot afford even condom. Condom, they can't afford it, they will get HIV. Liberians will get HIV more than they will AE. Condoms, they can't afford, but they will get drugs though. You take your child to school, even book bag, pencils, not easy. But go and buy drugs, very easy to get in Liberia. What kind of country is this? What you're doing? We're in the clubs. You know fully well the clubs, prostitution so high within the clubs. You're seeing it, but it's become a profession. When countries like Rwanda is using their youth for customer service, to be, retail, all those things, to grow their youth, lives. You in Liberia, you are turning your youth into prostitutes. Because that's where you're headed. Let's be real in Liberia there. Majority of, that's how you're making your money. That's how you're doing things. Some of you, you're hustle hard. You're out of that life now. Because you're able to do things with it. But that's really because that's all they're giving you. We don't see the jobs they bring in. So Liberia is raising more young people to turn to prostitutes. That's what Liberia is doing. This is serious. I don't know any country that neglect that young people that like Liberia is doing, and people just watching. You put 10 young people from Liberia, go to Liberia and line up 10 young people. And I can guarantee you out of that 10, almost all of them go into massive poverty. And not just today, we're talking about their whole generation. Then you got government officials that building schools. Oh, I hand it over to y'all. You hand it over to what now? You're taking credit like y'all go over there. And the people then struggling. It doesn't make sense to me at all. So you, the young Liberians, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Because you got work to do. And those of you that got platforms and you're promoting criminals, you're part of the problem. Your ignorance too deep and your desperateness too deep. You're selling the future of Liberia because you're desperate today. When somebody come to you to promote them, you do your damn research, man. Because when you don't do your research and you're promoting criminals, what exactly is your message? What's your message? Let's support criminals? Because that criminal giving your bags of rice? That was your message? He giving your bag of rice, so you're supporting criminals? Now why they will go to the village? The village, what you call it? They will go to you to fool you. So y'all wake up, man, start using your brain, and stop using your platform to promote these criminals when you genuinely care about Liberia. Y'all promote Liberian history. A lot of young people in Liberia don't know the history. They don't know a lot of things. That's why they're so gullible. Y'all start talking about some of the acts of your criminal lawmakers now. If y'all want to do any skate in Liberia to push, y'all push the criminal activities occurring with Liberian lawmakers. But you know why y'all wouldn't do that? Because of the people then supporting you. Now where your daily bread then coming from? So where you're going in the country? When y'all can stand up for what's right because you're looking for handouts. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. So the thing that occurred in Ghana, Liberians just wake up. We saw Ghana on CNN. We didn't see Liberia on CNN. So you're telling me that your people there, they're not working. Anyways, let me come, go find something to eat. But baby, I didn't get my coffee, you know that? Leroy Senior.
Yes, sir.
Baby, you didn't get my coffee. Oh no. My hubby didn't get my coffee,
No,
guys.
you said make it. You didn't say
Yeah, you said
I made it.
those are two different things, huh? Okay, I will cook and I will not make a plate. That's what we do, right? Okay.
We
I mean, we listen.
don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. Liberian government official, they are incompetent. We listen and we don't judge. Look, in fact, the Liberian government. Look, I love you too. Let me go leave you. So everything I say, you know, it comes. All these things come from my heart. You know, I'm passionate. You know, we all can be perfect. So I'm not aiming to be perfect, but I'm definitely aiming to be someone who is impactful. And that's always been my, you know, something I'm passionate about, you know. So when I see the young people in Liberia being so gullible and struggling because of their ignorance, I can see it. You see them. They're desperate. When you're desperate, you will do anything. And that is true. And people usually go for desperate countries, like what they be in Africa a lot. Liberia, eh? Because you're desperate. You're putting money before the people, but then you're not using the money for the people. So you're just desperate. So you, the young people, you are desperate. The same way the leaders are desperate from the international community. Oh yes, African leaders, when they see the international world, like the Europe and America, like, hey, yes sir, you saw that seminar they did a few years back. Well, all African nations, how many of our presidents came to America just so America can give them some quick change and they can come to tell America what they're planning, what they this, that, what they that. Can you imagine that? That what we like? We got to stand up for ourselves. So Liberia, you the young people, you need to wake up. My motto, I would say to the young Liberians, right? I either vote for the right person or don't vote at all. Because when you vote for the wrong person, you are destroying yourself. So I'd rather you not vote. If you don't know who to vote for, keep your vote. But don't be voting for wrong people in Liberia. And a very good way for young Liberians to speak loudly is to not vote. That really is the loudest, you guys, you know, if you're not voting for these criminals. Y'all let the people then have election and y'all say you're not voting. We're not voting. We're getting there. One day we're getting there. All right. I will see you guys later, okay? Thank you for your time. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Bye, guys.
He call him, man, Kun, yeah, my man gotta get rid of Prince Johnson, man. And you know, yeah, Kun, I want you to go post on Front Page Africa that you are a member of the Unity Party now. That will frustrate and even help Prince Johnson to the core. And of course, it did work. So you see, Joseph Boakai got no plan for the country. So what does he do? Because he's a crook. This is a man who sat down and took a sick very good and went and gave it to a food businessman. Joseph Boakai took a sick very good and gave it to a food businessman. All right? He gave it to a food businessman. After he gave it to the food businessman, the man refused the goat because the goat was sick. He went back and then he fed the baby goat with salted water and brought the baby goat back. If you think that Joseph Boakai does not calculate his trickeries, if you think that Joe Boakai is not a born crook, you are seriously mistaken. John Molu had learned that lesson. Prince Johnson died because Boakai and Kun frustrated that guy. They messed him up. And he was so embarrassed that he couldn't come back to apologize. Had Prince Johnson apologized and realized his mistake, I strongly believe that he would have been around today. He would have been around because, Liberians are forgiving people. But Prince Johnson, within himself, felt that he made a greater mistake. And, the yellow boy that people knew, he felt that he made a greater mistake. And in order for him to not put himself to shame, he decided to swallow that mistake and allow the frustration to increase and increase in him until he departed the earth. Prince Johnson died a frustrated man because Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kun decided to treat Prince Johnson if to say that they never needed Nima County, and Prince Johnson's sacrifice that he gave to them, they never cared about it. And then you got Jeremiah Kun going over there. After not speaking to Prince Johnson for many months, he went over there and acting that he was crying. That is what we call Jeremiah Kun crocodile cry. But listen here, folks. Jeremiah Kun had a history of behaving like Julius Iscariot. This guy is from the Julius Caesar antagonistic era. That's who Jeremiah Kun is. He may appear to you to be a very stupid man, but the stupidity is not seen on his face as you see it. The stupidity is seen on his face, but the nasty attitude of Jeremiah Kun can be seen in his action and behavior. You will remember that same Nima County had an election where CDC supported Jeremiah Kun. CDC did everything to crush down the CPP, right? Yes, and they did that in favor of Jeremiah Kun. But what did Jeremiah Kun do in the end? He called us people from George Weah and went and joined Tricky Boakai and voted against George Weah. Even you saw George Weah at the foot of the executive mansion when Kun and this better go settle this Freetown illegal immigrant in person of Joe Boakai. Joe Boakai made a lot of promises during his campaign, and that pastor was not there. He came out and said he will create more jobs. He came out and said he will fight Kush. He said they should get him the power to deliver. But the year is coming to an end, and Joe Boakai is unable to deliver nothing for the Liberian people. So what did he do? He brought in a pastor to come and bamboozle the mind of the Liberian people by bringing in a prosperity gospel pastor who will give the people hope that there will be financial wealth, there will be financial prosperity. But he's wrong. Joe Boakai has failed. He failed to deliver. And the only option he has is to bring a pastor to come and pray for the people. To come and pray for the people. So Boakai has not been able to deliver nothing for the entire year. What do you think the pastor will do? Because he knows the Liberian people are weak when it comes to Christianity. And Christianity, they will use it against them. So that's what he did. He brought the pastor in to show to the Liberian people that, oh, I'm bringing the guy in, he will come and pray for us. But Joe Boakai is deceiving the people because he has failed. He has failed. There are pastors in Liberia. So why Joe Boakai cannot bring a Liberian pastor to pray? Because many of the Liberian pastors are not into gospel prosperity preaching. The Nigerians are known for gospel prosperity preaching. That is why he decided to bring that guy in. The man is a failure. Joe Boakai is a failure. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has promised. There is nothing that Joe Boakai has said that he had delivered upon. Even his national development agenda that's supposed to drive the arrest. He is yet to even complete the draft copy of that. Am I lying here again? If new finance minister came out and said, we will draft the national development agenda, but now it should have been up for people to start looking at. This old man sat down for 6 years for Jesus Christ's sake. And he was not able to read one page of his national development agenda. Nothing. Nothing. He is a very incompetent old man that una got elected because people see his age. But his age means nothing. His age only telling you that he only existing among us as one of the oldest person. But there's nothing in his brain. Absolutely nothing. The old man is president today and our country IQ has gone below standard. Everything that Joe Boakai touches, it dies. LPMC is not existing today. The Labrador Agriculture Cooperative Development Bank is not existing today. The YNCA he served on is not existing today. LPRC nearly died, but Amos Sawyer had to fire him. That's the kind of man you're dealing with there today. In the midst of this year, he's unable to deliver the promises he made. He had to come back and even begging the military. The weird men that he used to overlook. We are not dead. We are not that. We are meeting the payment structure. They came in and started to just get rid of people here and there. He had traveled to all the other workshops. There are other countries that are striking deal. Cote d'Ivoire is building a super high train or railroad system. All these people that went to the different workshops in America here. You've seen the result now in the different African countries. They are signing documentations. But Liberia is yet to receive one thank you letter for showing up. Because they know the Papa they call Joe Boakai, he work for them. He work for them. The people made a super mistake. Never see an old man and think that he knows it all. He knows nothing. Very incompetent old man. The thing is going into the 3rd week now. And the Boakai man just sitting down over there. I mean, what wrong with the old man, man? What wrong with the old man? People that voted for the old man, were they in their right mind? This old man is very incompetent. Joseph Boakai throughout his life never got to any position by means of election. Joseph Boakai had been in all the different roles. People brag about him by appointment. And nothing productive he did in no appointment roles. So he had no idea about leadership. Because he did not succeed in a role. He failed. He became a failure. So as far as Joseph Boakai recognizing any activity that has a higher risk of creating a stall in a process, Mr. Boakai does not understand these things. Because he never served in any leadership role. Minister of Agriculture, he failed. He had no proven record, no trial record. Nobody can relate to Joe Boakai's record. Nobody. He failed. Resident Managing Director, nobody know his story. He failed. Even before Ellen called him to be vice president, he was over the YMCA. He failed. Yeah, my brother, I see the video here. I see the video here. He failed. All right? He failed. So there's nothing the old man can do. Y'all see Joe Boakai failure. It's right before your eyes right now. Before he used to talk, you used to see him from a far distance. But Joe Boakai is right before your face now. That old man got no idea about leading. I'm sorry that some of you guys will feel that, oh, you're not respecting. No, I'm not insulting the old man here. I'm just telling you about the old man incapability. All right? Lack of capability, lack of experience, lack of quality. He has nothing that lead to leadership. I know some of you guys will respect the old man just by looking at his old age. But we have to first separate Joe Boakai's age from his leadership. His age, we respect his age. But as far as being a leader of the country called Liberia or any country, this old man has no skills, nothing whatsoever. I'm not lying to you guys. Can you imagine the mental office since January, man? Not a single report has come out from Joe Boakai. Not a single report. So say, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Joe Boakai, National Development Plan. That you myself can look into and say, yes, the public can see you now. You're talking about this. Nothing has been given to Joe Boakai. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. The year is coming to an end. The old man has nothing to show. Una his age. It was a mistake. Let Joe Boakai come on and tell us, look, guys, I failed you guys for the year. Will he ever admit to that? Nothing. You are looking at a defeated and incompetent old man. The old man taking almost 365 days. I mean, this year's a leap year. 366 days to figure out what he really want to do. But this is an old man who sat down for 6 years and did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now he president, he got no clue. He doesn't even know where to start. But he had wasted a lot of money though. He came to Dallas, he came to attend some kind of investment workshop. We are yet to see anything in Liberia. Nothing. So then why he came here? Why did he come here for? And not too long after he returned, he went to South Korea. What did he do? Nothing. Jabba holding a holiday, taping a holiday. Who the hell care for Joe Boakai taping a holiday? Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guy that Darrell Dillon, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. Joseph Boakai is a disability president. A disability president is a condition that shows that a leader is unfit, incapacitated to do anything. So Joe Boakai is a presidential disability. That means Joe Boakai cannot do anything for himself. And because Joe Boakai is a presidential disability, that's why he is being used by incompetent guy that Darrell Dillon, a society dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and everything dropout. Joe Boakai is nothing but a presidential disability. So you tell the Unity Party people, Joseph Boakai was in the know of this speech, but because of him being a presidential disability, that is why he allowed a government to face this issue today. Joseph Boakai is a presidential disability, a man who does not fit in today's contemporary environment because he is a very sick man that has a lot of liability than being an access to the people of Liberia. And the Liberian people, you guys made a very big mistake by electing a man who comes with a baggage of liability. People are so happy to celebrate his birthday with you guys. But here is the catch. I told you guys that Joseph Boakai age mean nothing for you, right? So he celebrated all his birthdays in the past based on the 42-year experience they have been talking about. That's good. You see, God did not make mistake with Joe Boakai. God knew that Joe Boakai is a failure. So what did he do? He put Joe Boakai birth month at the very end of the year. So putting things into context right now, Joe Boakai took office in January. There are 365 days in a year, but this year it is 366 days. So Joe Boakai took office in January. Today, we are around 312 days since Joe Boakai took office. And the only thing that this incompetent and good for nothing old man can show to you guys is his birthday. He has added another age to his age, but nothing he has shown for you guys since he became president. You see the reality? God did not make mistake with Joe Boakai. That man was born in November, and November 28. A few steps into the new month, and then the year end. This man, since he took office, today is 312 days. The only thing Joe Boakai supporter can show you is the picture of his birthday. Is that what Joe Boakai campaigned for? Did you hear Joe Boakai say, oh, when you elect me, I will show you picture of my birthday? That's not what the people signed up for. But this old man is nothing. I keep telling you guys, Joseph Boakai is nothing. This old man was a mistake. The Liberian people that voted for the old man, they are regretting now, folks. They are regretting. And you know what they're doing? They got nothing to do. They keep adding all their lies together. Joe Boakai took office in January. What happened after that? Well, Mr. Boakai started firing the Liberian people. But this was the man who said you are going to create more jobs. This is the man who said, oh, gentlemen, you know what? Job, we are then took your job from you. They said they harmonizing salary. If you make it $200, somebody get it one to you, you go borrow money. How you pay the bank back? And when he came to power, what did he do? He started to fire people around. EPS officer, civil servants, individual who been there even before Joe Boakai and Eddie became president. He got rid of all of them. The next thing you know, he started bringing in old bosses then from how they call the place, from Ghana. The bosses went back. He brought in yellow machine. Nobody know what a yellow machine is. He got ready. He said, oh, gentlemen, we're heading down to Texas. We're heading down to Texas, gentlemen. We're on our way. And the people started firing up. They came back. Few weeks later, he went to South Korea. They saw him there, shaking hands. He came back again. He went to Istanbul, and to I think Turkey. From there, he went to China. Nothing Joe Boakai has brought to the Liberian people. Nothing. He came back again. He said, hey, little guys, they think you're getting rough on now. We're running out of money. We wasted trip. We got nothing. Nobody came to the country. German, I'm heading down to Italy. You know what Judah did to Judah Ascari did to Jesus? Yes. I'm carrying our man. Hey, I'm carrying our man fanatic over. I'm going to give him the holy case. That means that when we come back, there will be a chaotic leadership crisis in the House of Representatives, right? Yeah. So he went to Italy and saw fanatic over and gave him the Judah case. By the time fanatic came back, trouble happened in the country. Now, what we thinking about that? He called him man Kun.